Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have made it into Meta Madness, map number 3 for the day here in, sorry, I lost my verbiage. Here in Group C on day number 2, we're going to be seeing our final best of 5 of the day. Now, as I said before, we're going to do this for all the, we're going to explain this for all of these series, because of course when these go on YouTube, people might want to have questions about how does this work, all that kind of stuff. So let's kick things off while we're waiting for some bands to come through and talk about exactly how the Meta Madness works, based on my understanding. And I think I have it pretty nailed down because no one's really corrected me beyond this. So, in Meta Madness, there are bands in-game. These bands, right here, the Falstad ban, does not mean that Falstad is banned out in this series. That just means he's banned out on this map. The way you ban out a character in the series, this best of 5, is by picking them. So currently there are 10 global bans. There are 10 base bans that are throughout this entire series, or the Meta Madness tournament. Anduin, Blaze, Brightwing, Diablo, Genji, Hanzo, Hogger, Joanna, Sergeant Hammer, and Vala. All 10 of these characters are banned away. They cannot be picked. You could ban them here, but there's no point. It's a waste of a ban. The reason that there's these bans, because you can kind of change things up, or not change things up, but you can kind of ban out things that you don't want to deal with or go against. We mentioned it earlier, and I think this is a good example. There was a Li Ming ban earlier, and the team that banned the Li Ming went Vikings, so they didn't want to deal with the potential massive resets for that Li Ming. Now, as we get into this, and you see characters being chosen in this series, those will be unplayable, but just in this series. I hope I explained it well. Structural courses, I had to calculate a beam and column. Stupidly insane conditions. We would calculate big ass warehouse. The roof was special. Oh, no, thank you. Yeah, I mean, coding's the same thing. Like, coding's the same thing. Like, isn't it like you go through like programming for like, let's say you go to school for programming, like, isn't 90% of coding just like people, not 90, but you know what I mean, like a large percentage of coding is just like Googling things because you don't have them memorized. I don't know, it's so weird, the expectations from college to the reality of the working world. But so Dahaka gonna be first pick for the side of Asgard. Twtich will be grabbing an Abathur and Zeratul here for Blackheart's Bay. So this means that throughout the rest of this best of 5, Abathur and Zeratul cannot be played, nor Dahaka. So that's how this mechanic, or how the Meta Madness works if you were unsure of kind of what gets banned, what's unplayable. I hope I explained it well for all of you. And if you have any questions, by all means, throw them in chat, and I'll do my best to answer. As a Dahaka Varian Malfurion to be grabbed over on the right-hand side. Nothing too flashy for the members of Asgard. Twtich, though, with this Abathur Zeratul, I love it. So much of the professional world is dependent on know how to properly utilize resources. Just yeah, I mean, there was like, I didn't know how to do bathroom calculations, but after like 2 or 3 times I did it, I just became the go-to guy in the office to go do calculations for buildings. Because I didn't mind it. It was very straightforward. It was very simple math. It was take the size of this room, look in this book, and it's 1 per X amount of square feet equals how many people you can have in that room. That's basically it. That's and then bathroom calculations get a little bit more complex with like, there's like you need like X amount per X amount of square footage, and then there's a standardized calculation as to how many toilets and stuff you need. Anyways, let's talk about Heroes of the Storm. Let's not talk about toilets. Let's not talk about construction because, well, toilets are great. Construction sucks. Li Ming and Lucio to be banned away. We did get an Abathur, Zeratul, Asmodean, and a Zagara for the side of Twtich. On the right-hand side for Asgard, how will they wrap up this draft for Blackheart's Bay? We have a Dahaka, Varian, Malfurion. Will we see 2 more supports and just a hyper carry Varian with Dahaka doing double soak top to mid? Oh, Butcher. Hello. They gonna Viking? I hope they're not Viking at this point. I would hope that there's no Viking at this point. Majority of my engineering work has nothing to do with math. It's explained to people without engineering degrees. Why that? So, I want to go ahead, and I just want to put about 10,000 pounds on a cantilevered beam that's about 30 feet out from the building. The floor space behind it is only 20 feet, so it already breaks the 1/3 rule. What do you think? Is that doable, Mr. Engineer? That is engineering in a nutshell. You get the crack-addict ideas of architects, and you have to make it a reality. And being an architect is just making crack-addict... I'm just kidding. These crazy... That's how we used to call it in college. It was just like, architects, they just have these crazy ideas. All right, let's go ahead and make a prediction. Black Hearts Bay. We have Twtich versus Asgard. 2 minutes, get your gambles in, as we all do before we gamble.
Hey, listen.
Go ahead and get them on in. I'm going to go ahead and swap us into the casting screen, and I'll show you the level 1s once we get into Black Hearts Bay. Why say big words when few words do the trick? Yes, yes. No, it's unrealistic. No, the structure will fall apart. On the left-hand side, welcome into Black Hearts Bay, our third best of 5 of the day here in the Meta Madness Group C, day number 2. We have got this blue crew of Twtich. Those are going to be on the Murden. This going to be... I'm just going to go with VS, actually. On the Zagara. We got a dead body on the ground right there. Nacho Libre on the Abathur. Nemesis on the Zeratul. And Syl going to be on the Asmodean. To the right-hand side, we got our Asgard players, not Zap. On the Dahaka. Bake. On the Varian, we got Brownbeard on the Smalfurion. Mr. Tycho will be on the Butcher, and Gucci Mane on the Grey Mane. There's your level 1s. You still have a little bit of time to get your gambles in. Who will win? I mean, there's a Butcher. Do you not want to just bet on a Butcher? DeFry, thank you for the follow. Glad you're enjoying the content. Glad you're enjoying hanging out here with us. I appreciate that as the dunk does continue through bottom lane. On to Not Zap, who will tap Wells. Zeratul going Cleave at level 1. But they're going Pressurized Glands. We're not going to be seeing any sort of the same Toxic Nest shenanigans from the Curse Hollow game earlier on. Zap is going to be zapped a little bit from the Asmodean as this is a Gar Asmodean, pushes in hard through the bottom lane. Murden trying to anchor. Now, if you did not know, by the way, if you left-click, I can't do it because I'm an observer, but if you left-click on these sharks in your own game, you can actually free them. So it takes takes like 20, 30, 40 clicks, but it just left-click it a bunch of times at the start of your game. You always free the sharks. There's 2 sharks, you can free them. There's your little map lore of the game, as Not Zap will be hearthing out. Cigar continuing to throw bile and, continue to throw in roaches. It's so weird to see tiny roaches after playing a lot of Zerg StarCraft 2. Zeratul doing some double soak as Muradin will anchor on the north side of this lane, making sure there's no flank into the Asmodean Zagara. Speaking of Zagara really quickly, she's quite low on her mana. We will see the treasure chests out right now. Muradin gonna go start working on that. I'm glad someone still plays this video game. There's a lot of people that play this video game. But yeah, I see what you mean, absolutely. Oh, I do stream 6 days a week, and a solid, like, 3-4 of those days are Heroes of Storm content, whether it be me playing or casting, so thank you for the follow. Hope to see you in future streams as well. But thanks for hanging out with us today for the Meta Madness casting. Small roaches and tiny hydra. It's so weird to see. It's so weird to see after how much StarCraft 2 I've been playing lately. I really need to finish... You know what I think we're going to do? I think we're going to finish Real Scale. Maybe we'll finish Real Scale on Monday. I've actually been slowly having more and more fun with ladder in StarCraft 2. The anxiety of getting builds right is kind of disappearing. That's mostly where the anxiety comes from, is just trying to get the builds right. It's just a lot. It's a lot to take in, but we're getting there. As we jump back into our double soak and all that good stuff, actually taking a look at Butcher, he's got 49 meat out of the 200, so he's at 50 right now. He's a quarter of the way through that baseline stacking. When it comes to coins, we have the vast majority of the coins going over to the side of Asgard. 6 on the Grey Mane, 2 on the Butcher, and 5 on the Dahaka. Drag in the top lane will not connect onto Zeratul, who jumps back in for the Regeneration Globe. No Regeneration Globe talents, but still, just going to be able to get that extra little healing and such over time. Healing and mana. Dahaka is actually going to be Dark Swarm at level 1, which is giving the spell armor, so going to try and stop some of Zeratul burst ability. Muradin with the Dwarf Toss out does have the block stacks. Varian's going to charge in. That's going to be his charge in from the Butcher as well. The taunt from the Varian will be utilized just to keep Muradin in place a little bit longer. Root from Malfurion. Oh my god, 3 heroes are trying to take down this Muradin. He's got the help of an Abathur Hat. Little spray of a dead body on the ground. Greymane to grab more gems, or excuse me, coins. And Gilnean and Cocktail into the Dark Flight, as this will be a Siege Giant camp stolen away. Dahaka sitting. He's going to be stalled out by the Muradin. Meanwhile, below, we do have Asmodan and Zagara doing Asmodan and Zagara things on the map, pushing into the bottom lane fort. We see some pings now. This is also vision provided from the creep, so the flank sort of rotation, you can see how it's being seen. And let's see, can Asmodan get away? Varian's going to go after Zagara. Butcher's got some good autos onto this Butcher, or onto the Asmodan. And First Blood will go over to the side of Asgard. Zeratul clears out the top. Zap is going to be able to make their way up here as well. Quick rotations from this Dahaka, easily had with that middle bush to be tapped. Muradin able to Dwarf Toss out, the charge in from the Butcher, the taunt as well. That's a lot of blood. It's a lot of meat for the Butcher. In nearly a minute, Butcher's jumped another 50 stacks on that baseline. Asmodan is going to have to back away in this bottom lane. Creep is being cleared out as well. You see that Master of Destruction for the Asmodan. You can tell by that little circle, or you can look at the level 7. Here come the shots in from Blackheart. We also will have Mule for the Abathur at level 7, so that's a big thing to note on a map like this. Mule will be trying to mitigate some of these cannon shot value, some of the cannon shot value. We still have 6 more cannonballs. Will it take down the mid lane fort? Oh, what was that? Blackheart, you're drunk! Shooting at a sidewall right there. 1 cannonball wasted. Sorry, we're watching the shots onto the fort as Zagara will fall in the bottom lane to Malfurion. Nine apiece in the levels, but let's cycle through the other numbers really quickly, because 10 talent here will be popping up at the top of the screen. Muradin trying to chase onto the Dahaka. Not going to be able to sustain that damage. We have another Treasure Chest Phase. Treasure Chest Phase? Thought I said that weird. Greymane able to grab this one on the north side, Zeratul and Muradin. Greymane grabs all those coins, 8 in the pocket. Both teams have enough for a turn-in. Half the turn-in already in for Twtich as Asgard. Greymane, Mr. Tycho, yeah, that's enough. That is enough for another barrage. Where is it going to be going? Top or bottom? Butcher charges in onto the Zagara. Is there a charge in from Varian with the taunt? Absolutely. The dunk from Asmodan picking up stacks. The sounds from Malfurion as well. Oh, the Lambda slaughter, but I don't know actually if this was the right call. Butcher gets a little too greedy and goes down in front of the gate. He'll lose a couple stacks right there. Varian trying to charge onto Muradin, who does pop the Avatar and is able to back away. We do have the Nidus Network for Zagara. Dahaka is going to be looking at the adaptation for his level 10. Varian did go into charge, so he's got the 4-second cooldown on charge. Nemesis may be looking for the last little bit of gems to be turned in. An assist ping over here. I'm just looking at the Varian vision. Whoa, what is going on? I guess you cannot look at vision on Blackheart's Bay. That was super duper weird. That must have been a weird visual bug, but anyways. Yeah, that's working now. That's super weird. I don't know why it was doing that. Muradin canceled? I guess Asmodan pushing up bottom was enough to just dissuade. Oh no, Mr. Tycho needs the turn in. That's why. Mr. Tycho is the last little bit of a turn in. Muradin should get a Stormbolt delay. He's got, does he have 7? Skullcracker? Where is Muradin hiding? No, he's actually dwarf, he's heavy impact at 7. Couldn't find the talent bar for Muradin there for a second. Stormbolt, clap, bit of damage onto the Varian, but he's actually not too stressed out about it. Still chasing in, trying to zone back. Mr. Tycho gets the channel. And Gucci Mane on the Greymane needs to turn in a singular gem. A singular coin. But I will say this, the members of Asgard do have the momentum on map number 1 in this third best of 5 of the day. Greymane gets the turn in, and here comes another Blackheart barrage, this time shooting into bottom.
Let's knock these boys down a peg or two.
Oh, the limit on the range was hit. That's a possibility too, yeah, I think you're right. I do think you are right. Zagara is able to get out of top lane in the Nidus. She's out of there. Back at the Hall of Storms with her safety Nidus. 13 talent tier for the blue side. We'll see if Twtich can do anything with this. Muradin, Mr. Tycho looking for the damage necessary. Can he kill this Butcher? Dahaka's here. There's a Lambda Slaughter. Varian's in as well. That's a taunt. That's a drag. That's a maybe dead Muradin. Pops the Avatar. Silence from Malfurion. Greymane goes down to the Zeratul in the bottom. Can they actually get this kill into Muradin? Finally, yes, they are able to do so on the side of Asgard, but do they play for the boss? Asmodan showing in bottom, trying to push things up. Zeratul with the turn-in. Actually, no, he's going to be one shy of a turn-in. Butcher going to be 5 meat away. 4 meat away. Not a whole lot left for Butcher, as Dahaka does not land the dragon to bottom lane. All right, Abathur just chilling. 3 keeps to 2 forts and 3 keeps. It is looking a-okay for the side of Asgard, as Butcher is done with stacks. Can continue stacking, of course, as there is the extra. There's a little extra. There's, what is it, 10? I think it's 10, right? Continues to drop 10 meat. Yeah, sorry, I couldn't remember what it was again. Mr. Tycho looking for an angle to charge in. Varian getting really low here. Needs to try and back away. Unfortunate. Drag, though, does connect onto Muradin, and Mr. Tycho is out of here. I think that's going to be all she wrote for this engagement. And Asmodan gets a channel of their own. Malfurion drops a root. Adaptation for Dahaka gets some extra HP as the Stormbolt does land. The Baneling's chasing in. Not Zap is going to be able to... Oh, wait, the turn? Is this the turn of tables? Greymane coming into this fight as well. Going to try and Razor Swipe and shred through this Muradin before counterkill into Brownbeard's head. Get the shots out for the side of Twtich against Asgard. Half a level to go for level 16 here on Blackheart's Bay, map number 1 in this best of 5. Mid lane fort will go down to a singular strike. And this will be a top lane for the last 2 cannonballs. Zeratul to grab some more gems over here. Stealing those away from the right side of the map. Nemesis able to have 7 gems, but who? Who has a turn-in? Just enough for the members of Twtich. And we're looking about halfway. No, a little bit more than halfway. Oh, actually, no, they got enough from Greymane. And Greymane actually went and stole a camp or 2. Bottom lane's got a great wave coming through. I wouldn't be surprised if we actually see a hard rotation down here to push the city even further. Blackheart will be summoned once again. Where do the shots go out to? It looks like shots are mid lane. Zagara, Asmodan get the top. Fort. A little bit of parity and structures with that one. Muradin being chased down over here on the right side. And Greymane goes in for the throat. Butcher chases in. He gets another 10 meat. He's at 220. Asmodan at 92 stacks. This Butcher pick is really starting to pay off in the late game for the members of Asgard. Not Zap getting a little bit low here. Butcher goes for the charge, cancels it out immediately. Still, Siege Giants in bottom lane providing some good value. Dahaka, I think he does pop the adaptation. Yep, that's that burst of healing. Drag from Dahaka. That's a silence onto Zagara, and she will fall. If a kill or 2 is had right here, this might just be game through keep. There's a lot of gems. You can hear the lottery noises. What is it? The slot machines are paying out quite heavily right now. Muradin up in 2 seconds. Abathur trying to defend. We have a mule that's being used in mid lane. I was trying to figure out where a mule was being placed. Top lane's got a huge wave that Dahaka will manage. I want to check something really quickly as Butcher does fall. Dahaka's got Brush Talk. I doubt he's actually going to be joining in down here. Siege Giants, can they rocket in a couple more shots? Catapult's fixated on the structure. Catapult's fixated on the structure. Oh, the catapult takes it down. No, 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 no. But they want the kill onto Greymane. He dives out, and that will be a few more coins drop down. Now Furion trying to back away. Muradin with the heavy impact as well. Some coins in the back of this bottom lane. Stormbolt onto 2. Muradin might have just set up the double kill. He dwarf tosses in, gets the Goomba Stomp onto Malfurion. And this is definitely a dead Varian in bottom. A lot of coins to be dropped here. The bottom lane keep does go down and all of that. 13 in the pockets. Still another 3 to be picked up. Zeratul with the Knight of the Merazim. Might of the Nerazim, able to get the double blink and just pick up those coins quite quickly. Muradin Asmodee gets the channel, and here comes another barrage from the side of Twitch. Feels weird to say that. Feels so weird to say it that way, but anyways.
The pact be sealed. Let's knock these boys down a peg.
Zagara's not going for boss. Yes, she is. No, she isn't. Yes, she is. Is the Kraken going to show its eye? There is a Kraken over here, if you can see. You can see there's the eye asleep. Sometimes it does pop up on the map. Dahaka. This is... Yeah, he's going to Tunneling Claws out of there, but Zeratul might have the chase onto this Dahaka. Boss was grabbed quite quickly. Zap, I don't know. Oh, does tap the well and is able to back away just fine. Okay. Greymane getting a camp on the bottom. Will also be going ahead and grabbing the coin camp just above that. What's Greymane going to be doing here? I'm just curious. He's got 4 coins. We have 6 to 6 in the pockets. 14 necessary for the side of Twitch. 18 necessary to the side of Asgard. As we pull away the talons, this is going to be a Stormbolt going through. Butcher charges in. He's got the upgrade to Lamb to slaughter the Slaughterhouse, I think. Dahaka pops the adaptation, gets a huge bar of healing. Oh, Muradin lands the last little bit of damage necessary to kill the Butcher. That's a rough go. Boss gets a slam, and Abathur steals the kill. Greymane goes down. Dahaka goes down. Oh my god, have the members of Twitch just turned the tables? Huge Dwarf launch in. Stormbolt doesn't connect, but you go for this top lane keep. I know the mid lane one is very low, but the boss is in the lane. You're all here, and yeah, I think actually you don't want to end here. There's coins to get. Team, no! No, there's coins. There's camps. Look at all these camps and coins to get. Oh, GG. Over to the side of Twitch, they take map number 1. You lurk? Thanks for the lurk. Which team wins Blackheart's Bay? It was Twitch. Twitch did win it at the end with a really nice push to the top lane. Your points. Oh, there wasn't a lot of points on this one, so this is not that big of a deal. I'm just looking. Is it 11 a.m.? Yeah, 11 a.m. Heavenly is still not updated. Let's see here. Oh, no, they are running stuff. They are. Apparently, gun barrels open and stuff. All right. Best of luck to people on the mountain. No, thank you. All right, I'm going to wait for the next lobby, and then I super duper need to run to the bathroom. I also should grab some more water. I need a glass of water or whatever. All right, let's go ahead and pull it on back. Go ahead and swap us back into the draft stream. It's Groundhog Day. Again. You had sleep driving home last night? Smile. Our town is in a state of emergency currently. Our town is in a state of emergency because of the warm weather and all the snow we've had. So a lot of melting snow and a lot of fast-moving water and flooding. So that's an issue. So we'll see. It's supposed to just stay warm and keep melting and keep raining and snowing. So it's just nasty outside. It's not fun to be in. Because it's not even the fun snow to snowboard in. It's that Sierra cement, so it's like wet and sticky and heavy. Ooh, that sounded a little. No. All right, let's focus in on the draft. Let's focus in on the draft here, as we do have a Viking Sylvanas ban on the left-hand side, Junkrat, and what to be gotten rid of over here. Li Ming? No, well, the Vikings. Oh, actually, no, the Vikings. It doesn't matter. The Vikings were banned away, so the Orc. Okay. All right. I mean, this is a Cho'Gall map. We could. There's Li Ming very early on. I like to see her on this map. I think she's got a lot of value. Li Ming poke potential resets can be huge. What are we going to get from the side of Asgard to kick things off? Flash FUD warning incoming. I mean, yeah, we're like my phone. Oh, it actually doesn't say it anymore. It doesn't say like Winter Storm, blah blah blah. Nubrak and Stukov will kick things off for the members of Asgard. Okay, so pretty standard opening. Nothing really of uniqueness to note. You forgot to say, Baha, this is your favorite map. It is my favorite map. Indeed it is. Indeed it is, Deathan. Sonya Gazlowe. All right. Gravobomb Leap combo from Li Ming. What do you want to get rid of with the Gravo? Could ban out a healer, maybe? Maybe ban out Ana? Could ban out Ana. Nano boosted Li Ming would be really annoying. It's gonna be Uther instead. Okay. Alright, we'll get rid of the Uther. Yet there it is. So no main tank Uther, no follow-up chain CC. I do like the idea of an Ana as a healer for the side of Twitch. Sorry, as I said, my hips hurt today, so I'm trying to stretch it out a little bit in this chair. Uther, Mephisto banned away, Nubarak, Stukov, and what? Haka's already out. Zool was Zool played in this series, or is that a different one? Well, we will get a Diva. No, Zool is still up and available if they want to use that for double soaking. Chen Rhaegar! Okay. Chen Rhaegar. Got some keg W's in chat. Oh, you like the Ana ban better? Okay. All right, that's our draft for map number 2 into Towers of Doom. We'll see who's going to be able to win this one. Let's go ahead and swap us over into the casting screen. I will start our prediction. Which team wins Towers of Doom?
Hey, listen!
Your gamble has begun. The prediction has begun. Go ahead and spend your channel points how you'd like to predict who you think's going to win this Towers of Doom map number 2, the best of 5 series, as a reminder. Busting out the gas early, but hey, I mean, if you secure the victory, this just becomes an, you know, you just have to win the next map. That's it. I think it's fair to bust out the Gazlowe this early. If you feel like you can get a victory with the Gazlowe, go for it. Get yourself that 2-0 lead. All right, there's your level 1s. As I said, the prediction's open if you have a belief on who might win or who might lose. You know, however you want to look at it. Catpaw on the Rhaegar, Booza on the Li Ming. We've got VS on the Gazlowe, Munchie on the Chen, and Sil will be on the Sonya. To the right-hand side of our map, on Towers of Doom, Mr. Tycho on the Anubarak. I'm just going to go with Killer on the Phoenix. We got Brownbeard on the Stukov. We got Nodzap on the Diva, and Gucci Mane playing the Malthael. 4, 3, 2. Can't bet against Chen. Oh, will anyone bet against Chen? Does anyone believe in the composition that only drafted 4 heroes? Early on defense matrix, Li Ming looking for a combo on a sort of flank angle right there. Healing pathogen spread around from the Stukov as Gazlowe is going to look for some stun into the wave, but Diva's able to boost out. Gucci Mane looking to get out of here as well. Doesn't want to get bursted down early on, and will get poked at by Li Ming, but the healing pathogen will connect onto a few. Nubarak was trying to go for the aggressive play. Meanwhile, over in the top lane, Sonya and Diva are already going to be matching out, but that'll be probably the double soak rotation between top and mid. We will have the mobile. Mr. Tycho, 24 HP is going to be enough for Li Ming to go in and try and get that kill. Do have, did she use Blink to get the kill? I think she actually used Blink, because I think baseline has a little bit of damage, no? Teleport? No, it doesn't. It's actually Calamity that gives it to you. I thought it was... Oh, I'm thinking Mephisto. I'm confusing Mephisto. His Shade of Mephisto has a touch of damage already on it baseline. Diva won't lose her mech and able to boost back and get tap on the well. All right, thanks for gambling, everyone. Thanks for taking part in the predictions. Camp will not be invaded. Brownbeard taking a chunk of damage from an Arcane Orb combo. And we have a DC onto the player. Okay. That is going to be awkward. We'll see if they go for a pause. It's on the players to do a pause. Sappers are going to be rushing on in through this bottom, favoring the side of Twitch. Looks like our Phoenix player has reconnected to the game, so that's not too scary. Very small DC. I'm going to be losing some shielding from the Li Ming Arcane Orbs, but this bottom lane fort front gate is starting to fall as the one tower's got a sliver of HP. Maltheo rotates in from mid lane to try and push or force back the enemy with the kind of presence that he offers. Sonya's still doing double soak up against all of this. Maltheo gets the mark onto one. Here comes a burrow. Cat's Paw might have played this a little too aggressive. Flying kick in from the Chen. Rhaegar goes down. It's 1-1 in kills in total. D.Va with the mech explosion. Zones back a few enemies. Stagger for the Chen. He's got a lot of built-up damage on his bar. Chen will kill. No, Chen will not kill Chen. It's going to be Stukov to get the last auto. A double kill in favor for the side of Asgard. Right, double kill, and the expectation is that the objective phase will go over to Asgard. 8 shots to them, 4 shots to Twitch. But hey, the big thing to note, death timers are low. Chen already going to be rotating in. Will Sonya rotate down? Chen's going to go into where she already will be, and so it's a little bit of a late rotation. And that's all right. The trades will be in, as I mentioned, and it's going to be 8-4 in damage, favoring the side of Asgard. But of course, it's Towers of Doom. It's anyone's game.
Hold that blaster. And for what?
I will say this: if Asgard wins, there's a 1-14 payout for that one. But we'll talk about that a little bit later, as Rhaegar is going to be chomped down. Phoenix finding that kill. Mochi going to be trying to back away as well. Gazlo, easy explodium dynamite. Oh, damage over time. Damage over time. He's going to drink through the pain. Chen drinks through the pain, and he's fine. Uh-oh. Oh, sorry, a little wobble on my upload rate right there, but that's seemingly okay, so I'm not going to stress out too much about it. D.Va chases onto the Sonya, who's getting a little low here and is trying to get just near the ally. He's going to spin into many of the enemy. Good explodium charge for the Gazlo. Li Ming with like 29 HP, it blinks away in case those Sapper Splash explosions would have killed her. Rhaegar Purification, we've got the Warp Warfare as well. Single Altar popping up in the center of the map right there as we do get the announcement. 27 seconds to go. 7-8 in our levels. We have 1-4 in kills, favoring the side of Asgard. Gazlo checks the bush with a Explodium charge, and D.Va will match the Sonya in top. 4v4 around the objective area, 10 talent here on the horizon. And as we always do, let's cycle through those numbers. Boss is up and available 5 minutes in. Sonya still putting pressure onto the D.Va mech. D.Va will lose her mech. Is there a spear to chase in? Spear, spin. Slam after this will get a kill. D.Va goes down. That's big for Sonya. That's also huge for the side of Twitch because they can now pull in a little extra experience and close that slight gap that was forming. Gazlo, ooh, gonna be dove in. Great damage out from Anubarak, but of course Chen gets a flying kick onto the Phoenix, and that will be a dead Dragoon on the ground. Maltheo gets a mark onto a few members on the low side of her screen, but it's going to be Chen, the real priority. Sonya getting a camp in top lane while all this is happening. 10 talents here, almost here. That's a lot of damage onto Rhaegar. He gets a chain heal and the wolf run. Anubarak doesn't go for the chase onto it, and I feel like this is still going to be 4 shots into the core of Twitch. Ravenlord going to be taking 4 damage from the Gravekeeper side of the map. 28-36 in core HP, and as I mentioned, that 10 talent here is going to be at the top of the screen in just a moment. 1, 2, 3 Sappers. Nice spread on the Sappers. 1 to the gate and 1 to each tower. Li Ming still trying to poke out in bottom lane. Will be able to whittle down this fort front gate. Gazlo places a turret for a little bit of zoning. Dismount as well. Salvo, shove, Tormented Souls. We've got the bunny hop for the D.Va. Anubarak is holding. We're not going to be seeing Locust Swarm. It's gonna be Cocoon. Let's be honest. Let's be honest, it's Cocoon. I don't see a world where you Locust Swarm this. This is not my ARAMs. No. It is precarious why they're holding 10. Li Ming is, oh, it's because, okay, it's Li Ming, of course, duh. Li Ming's holding 10 because Anubrak's holding 10. If he goes into Cocoon, it's going to be Disintegrate. If he doesn't, maybe Wave of Force. I don't understand. Like, there's still fine for either way for Li Ming, realistically. She will go Disintegrate because the Cocoon was picked up. I missed that for a second. I was like, why? Why? All right, we do have a Wandering Keg from Chen, so your Chen Ws can be utilized as well. Malthael with the Tormented Souls tries to jump in. That's a Wandering Keg from Chen, which will get the bodies into the corner, but Malthael's able to jump to a minion in lane. Killer getting low on this Phoenix, but that is a great grab. That is a great lurking arm. Sets up the kill into this Chen. Sonya, she's got leap, but no, I don't think she's going to be looking for a leap anytime soon. D.Va rotating in. This is a 4v5, and I think Asgard will be the one to be able to get the shots in here. I don't like, this is going to be scary. D.Va boosts in. She doesn't get the dunk on the mech. Sonya almost kills Zap right there. Sonya does have that leap up and available. Brownbeard gets the channel Ancestor healing onto the Sonya as the Rhaegar will be cocooned. He'll be cleared out. Lurking Arm just has to run through that. Salvo from the Phoenix does stuff. Chen's got a Wandering Keg. Leaping from Sonya, and Phoenix goes down. Chen gonna pressure out the Stukov. Malthael, Tormented Souls is gonna be utilized. There's a Wandering Keg. Pushes the D.Va mech back into... Oh, goodbye, D.Va. Goodbye, D.Va. A few kills to be answered with, 5 to 6 in total. It is getting tense here on Towers of Doom, map number 2. Will today be filled with 3-0s, or is this going to be... Or is this going to be a series that goes the distance? We'll have to find out here. Chen flying kicks in. 16 seconds on the Wandering Keg. That's kind of the big playmaker in my opinion. At least it has been so far. Gazlo gonna try and pressure out the Stukov. Sappers impaled for a second. 1, 2, make it into the fort in bottom lane. Sonya gets a few slams here in the top lane up against the D.Va as we have our 13 talents here for both sides. We're going to be seeing Acid-Drenched Mandibles for the Anubrak. Chen's got his brew. We are seeing Li Ming hold 13. No escape for... Ah! Glass Cannon Li Ming. Glass Cannon Li Ming. Is this triple or double? This is double altar phase. Top left and right to be traded. That's my expectation. Camp over here will be worked on. Anubrak doesn't... Oh, actually, Malthael dives in. Tormented Souls, Wandering Keg to bop back the enemy. That's going to be a Gravel Bomb. Little anti-synergistic between all of that. And this is a very low Gazlo. Gets the Ancestor healing in time. Chen's got enough to share from level 13. He's going to try and share. Gazlo, so very low. Gets a good laser out, getting some healing. Leap in from Sonya. D.Va bunny hop. Oh my god. Stukov will go down. That's a reset for Li Ming. But now Li Ming and Chen are the lone defenders here, and this unfortunately just does not go their way. Unfortunate for the side of Twitch, they lose 3, only taking down the Stukov in response, and this is going to be 6 to 9. Very nice in our kills. Triple altar phase coming up next, top left and right and bottom of the map. As you can see on our minimap, we will see that as our next one. Mid lane does have a wave of minions starting to get some damage onto the fort over here. We are shy the 13 minutes into the game, so these are still forts. As you can see right here in the bottom left, it is still labeled as fort and has all the attributed stats as such. We'll take a look at that a little bit later and see how things have scaled up for the keeps around the 12 minute to 13 minute mark. Little ping onto the Phoenix. Might have had a little DC issue right there. Gonna blink on in and start getting some great damage onto this fort. But of course the response is here from our blue team. Wandering Keg, and Nubrak's able to burrow charge out. No 16 talent here for the members of Twitch. Will be achieved to our red team Asgard. Oh, how does this go, though? That's of course the one thing we're gonna figure out fairly soon. Still a level to go, and I don't know. Do you just eat the 8 shots? That's down to 12. That's a little rough. It's hard to give that over. Oh, D.Va going to this left-hand side. She's got the Mecha Explosion. A lot of oh, this might have been a misplay from the side of from Asgard here. D.Va's gonna drop this. Oh, is there a leap from Sonya? Is there a leap? Oh, it's not even needed. Nice play. D.Va goes down in top, and they're gonna go for the 12 shots. They're gonna go 12 shot. Well, they're not, unfortunately not gonna get it because the bottom lane bell tower will be converted before Rhaegar gets the channel. So this is going to be, it's a little, you know, it's less shots. We'll see 11 in total, but hey, that's a pretty good response. 11 shots in, 16 to 21 in core HP, make it 16 to 14, or 14 to 21. Sorry about that. Top lane fort will go down. Camp over here will be grabbed. Disintegrate used as well, just to speed things up. Sonya gets the last stab onto that one. Phoenix blinking into the bush, looking to maybe chase on the Mochi. What's up, Serious Wolf? There's the upgrade onto the towers and stuff. As I said, we'll take a look at that. There you go. You can see it's now a keep. A lot stronger, scaled up as well. Of course, you get the scaling per minute if I'm not mistaken. Cocoon onto Li Ming. Malthael with the Tormented Souls, the Gravo Bomb. The Wandering Keg, though, into the Death Zone is not going to be enough. They're trying to kill Malthael. It doesn't work out. Salvo will confirm the kill onto Gazlo. It's actually Malthael will be the one to finish that out with the damage over time. D.Va to clear out the top lane fort. Sonya soaking up the mid, and what was looking like a promising engagement in bottom lane just went so very south for the side of Twitch. D.Va still just autoing her way through this, and Sonya trying to slam in bottom. 20 seconds on Gazlo. He can use the center point to get in a little bit faster, as he will be spawning just around the time of the deployment of these objectives. A little bit before, actually, the deployment of the objective phase. It still is 4-4 in shots, just bottom lane being controlled by the side of Asgard, which is the more prioritized control on the map. Wandering Keg is up and available for Chen. Malthael pushes a wave into mid lane keep, and Gucci Mane looking for the channel here. Should be delayed out once from Li Ming. There's the Gazlo coming in from that midpoint as well. 16 apiece in the levels. D.Va looking to jump in here on the north side of the engagement. Watch her get a delay onto Sonya. Gravel Bomb from the Gazlo will be able to connect onto this Phoenix, who's getting some great damage into the Chen. He's got enough to share. We will see Stukov get the channel on the bottom of our screen. There's a leap in from Sonya prioritizing the Phoenix. Massive shove onto the Sonya, and she's going to try and get away, taking a little bit of tower shots. Chen, he's got a Wandering Keg, but that Wandering Keg will not give him health, and Chen will go down. Chen kills Chen. Li Ming goes down to the D.Va. Oh man, Malthael should get this channel as well. But I will say this, during the chaos, Rhaegar sneaks the few shots. Bye, Catspaw. Catspaw steps out to the lane, says, I can safely soak this. Nah, unfortunately not, and you see a team kill. A really good play. Let us 20. I don't think we're going to get to 20. I don't know if we're going to get to 20 here. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be seeing 20. Fun fact, the barrage actually speeds up after a few seconds. We might actually see that happen here. Bottom lane going to be immediately rushed to for the side of Twitch. So here comes the shots from the Raven Lord from the Gravekeeper into the Raven Lord. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. I completely missed the top right bell tower. That's my apologies. Never mind, the barrage will not start. Misread the minimap right there. That's my bad. Wandering Keg from the Chen, pushing D.Va around. Doesn't get what they want. Grab a bomb from the Gazlo. Doesn't get a combo either. Li Ming with the Disintegrate, trying to get some damage onto Gucci Mane. D.Va drops a Mecha Explosion. This is still the bell tower. Actually, the bell tower is favoring the members of Twitch, but this is a trade. Malthael for Rhaegar. Gazlo and Sonya go down. Malthael buys back in. Technically a 3 for none, 4 for none. Li Ming's the lone defender. And that's 5 shots from the bottom, 5 shots from the middle, and this will be map number 2 going over to the side of Asgard. Mr. Tycho will be delayed out once by Li Ming, but I think that's, yeah.
Team kill!
The GGs are called, and ladies and gentlemen, we are heading into a 1-to-1 series. GG, well played. GGs. Alrighty. So, this is awkward for our Twitch predictions. It's a little awkward for our Twitch predictions here. Because, that's a 1 to 15 payout, basically. That is some channel points for the members of Asgard. One to one in the best of 5 series here. We're in group number C. You won 1,496, but here's the big question. How much did you put in? That is the big question, is how much did you actually put in? Because if you put in 10 and get that much, that is a wild payout. Absolutely. Wildly good payout. Alright, back to Bandit and I. Welcome back, everyone, into Meta Madness. We are getting into map number 3 in this best of 5 series. We're guaranteed at least 2 more maps. Including this one. So let's see how the draft will unfold on Infernal Shrines. Let me see. Do I have the? I do. Let's see. Let's see some of the characters that can be grabbed still for a map like this. Asmodan's already been grabbed. Nazebo's open. Probius is open. Orphea's open. Oh, actually, Orphea, Tassadar, Sylvanas is open. So, Kael'thasad, Kerrigan. We've got some great assassins. Mephisto's up and available as well. When it comes to tank, Arthas, Cho, ETC, Garrosh, Mal'Ganis, May, Stitches, and Tyrael are all up and available. For bruisers, Artanis, Deathwing, Imperius, Leoric, Ragnaros, Rexar, Thrall, Zul, and Yrel. So we could see some really, really interesting drafts that are going to be popping up here, as the Chromie will be the first ban from the side of Twitch. Daylight saving can kindly go away. I've already had 2 naps because of it. What's up, Zorant? How you doing today, bud? Yeah, I'm just a little tired today. I can feel it, like, you know when you blink and you can, like, feel the heaviness in your eyes? Like, that's where I'm at. No, show Gallban? Cowards. Yeah, I can feel it every time I blink as well. I don't want to go to bed early tonight, but I feel like I'm going to end up going to bed early tonight. I have a gut feeling. That, like, 6 o'clock will roll around, and I'm just going to be, like, lethargic. But either way, we're just waiting for the bans to come through. No Sylvanas for this map. No Chromie. Show to be banned away. Do we get the respectful Gall ban as well? I doubt it. They're probably going to look for a realistic ban here. What will that be? Excuse me. Oh, I'm also hungry. I'm so hungry. Each blink is a tiny nap. It feels like it. All right, Junkrat banned away. All right, how are we gonna open up this? How are we gonna open up this draft? What is the opener? Mephisto. Has Alexstrasza been used? Because she would not be bad for this. Alexstrasza is up and available, so Alexstrasza Mephisto synergy is huge. If you're gonna do that, you could go into Tyrael and grab the regeneration globes at 1. It's okay, they only banned Cho. We can still pray for Gall. Thank you. Yes, I agree. I agree, Tessidus. How you doing today, bud? Leoric and Stitches. That's why I'm forcing myself to get up. I know if I go for another nap, you won't be sleeping tonight. Yeah. I'm gonna be a little... Up there's the Alexstrasza. Tyrael for regeneration globes? What if they take Kael'thas as well? What if they just take Kael'thas as well on top of it? I do like the Stitches grab. They're gonna grab Garrosh. Okay. Good core composition from both sides, realistically. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Oh, and my back is so tight today. I don't know what it is. It was just today I woke up and it was just tense. I'm gonna say it's the storms that we have, sure. Tired but good. I think that's the vast majority of people today. Like, the consensus is it's tired. We're all tired, but we at least have casting and fun. Does the Meta Madness include bans? Nope. There are 10 heroes that are globally banned. These bans up here are not held through for the games. It's the picks. So there's the 10 that were already globally banned, and then there's the other heroes from previous games. So Abathur's already been used, Malfurion's been used, Rhaegar's been used, Stukov's been used. When it comes to tanks, Nubarek was grabbed, Muradin has been grabbed. Obviously, Stitches is in this game, Garrosh is in this game. So, yeah. It's the 10 hero picks, yes. So there's 10 baseline picks that have already been banned away, and then each game you add. It's cumulative, but it's only per series. So that if there was a fourth best of 5 of the day, it would reset back to just those 10 global bans. I hope I explained it well. Sorry, I am getting kind of I'm getting a little tired myself, so. So, if you get to game 5, the strats get wild. Exactly, Zoran. Exactly. Kerrigan and Deckard for the right-hand side. Okay, what are we going to wrap up this draft with? We still need a solo laner, and okay. We had a Medivh earlier today. And it was a game. That is what I will say. You lost your sub. Time to resubscribe. All right, what are we going to get here from our last pick, Maev? I mean, realistically, these aren't like the most insane drafts. Like, these aren't the craziest drafts ever. So, fun stuff. Let's go ahead and start a prediction. Which team wins? And let me update the name of the map. Infernal Shrines. Which team will win Infernal Shrines? We got 2 minutes on it. And, as always...
Hey, listen!
The gamble has begun. I am invested in Spooky Worm. I think we're 20 subs away from the Spooky Worm thing. I think we're about 20 subs away. All right, you still have a solid minute and a half if you would like to place your bets on who will win Infernal Shrines. You still have some time available, or are people too afraid to bet? I feel like people are too afraid. Alrighty, on to the left-hand side, looking at our level 1s, we've got the members of Twtich. We've got ourselves a Garrosh, Zul, Medivh, Alexstrasza, and Mephisto. To the right-hand side, we are looking at the members of Asgard. We're looking at our Maev, Deckard, Kerrigan, Leoric, and the Stitches. Check out the mid lane setup, and you can see the level 1s. All right, we got some beliefs. We got some beliefs on these teams. I like it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Pursuit of Vengeance. We got the Backlash. We will see Unyielding Power from Mephisto. Alexstrasza holding level 1. Could see the Frenzied Flames, but I really do like the W. I really like the Circle of Life for this, for the regen globes. I'm afraid, so I make a small gamble. She will go into the Circle of Life at level 1 for that abundance healing and getting the regeneration globes later on. Those would be really, really good for the Mephisto at his level 4, if I'm not mistaken. He should be going into Hysteria. Squirrel Killer going to be able to get the Spirit of Vengeance out, and mid lane to be cleared away. Leoric and Zul for the top lane. Leoric is going to be grabbing the Oasin's Renewal, and Alexstrasza goes down to Kerrigan. Sorry about that. I did not think there would be an early game kill in the rotation. Double globes for the side of Asgard. Twtich going to be losing out. Not too bad, though. It's early game kill. Not the worst in the world. The biggest thing is that Alexstrasza will just be missing out on some of her stacking. Medivh gets out. I did not... Oh, wait, Umbral Bind. Oh, Fan of Knives! 98 HP, maybe 97. on that Medivh as he will hearth out. No kill onto him. Do you want to point out the Osin's renewal for the Leoric, but also Assimilation Mastery for the Kerrigan. Regeneration Globes healing grant 56 points of Assimilation Shields per second while active. While Assimilation Shield is active, Kerrigan's health and mana regeneration is increased by 150%. Looking for those globes for Kerrigan. Portaling set up for the Medivh, allowing the Zul to make it back into the top lane quickly. Actually gonna... No, he's not gonna do that. Thought he was gonna clear out the mid lane. Stitches with the slam, gets the dismount, and Mephisto jumps down here. Unfortunately, he uses a Shade of Mephisto, so he can't steal away the camp. Or at least he can't stay down here and consistently fight over it. Impalers in mid, those will be kind of stuck for a second, a little bit of a pause position. Fan of Knives, the pin down from level 4 on this Maiev. Hook from the Stitches, connects onto the gate, unfortunately. Not going to be able to pull anyone in. Garrosh gets another stack of his Warbreaker level 1. Gucci main. Gonna get tossed around here, but look at the damage. Oh my god! Nemesis throws the Kerrigan in, and she's like, yeah, thanks. Uh-oh, slam. A lot of damage onto Medivh. He's got a portal. Damage over time, damage over time. And he gets, he's fine. And he gets, he's fine. Well then. Interesting. Maiev in the bottom lane. She's just hanging around down here waiting for a wave. No? Oh yeah, she will get the wave. Frozen Punisher first for the mid lane. Good, consistent wave clear between the two teams. About a level lead, though, with those early game kills as well against the members of Twtich Asgard. Will they be able to get Leoric out? He does get tossed back in. Friendly hook does allow him to get out, but now there's a bone prison. There's an immediate bone prison, and Mephisto's dealing some great damage. He does have the regeneration globe cooldown from level 4. Alex draws at 3 stacks out of the 15, if I'm not mistaken. Pinned down for the Maiev, 0 stacks right now. But let's go ahead and pull away the talents because the Dragon Queen will be popped. That's a lot of damage onto said Dragon Queen, and Alexstrasza dies. Usually it's the Dragon Queen that's the turn of tables in these fights, but still 7 talents here, and the damage. Great Primal Grasp. Oh, actually, the Primal Grasp is not enough. Leoric drains, and wow, Mephisto makes it out alive. How many stacks for the Medivh? 24 currently. Baha, I've noticed that mobile subs are a bit more expensive than the acquired browser. Does that make any difference, the amount of money ending up to you? No. The extra dollar goes to either Google Play or the Apple Store. So either Google or Apple are making the extra dollar. I don't make any extra money.
Red team has summoned a frozen Punisher.
Because apparently the App Store says that you owe them $1 if you want to sub through mobile, which is stupid. It's absolutely moronic in my opinion. Nice and dominable from Garrosh. He mitigates the stun from the Punisher with that, even after the hook, and a little bit of a scary setup. Umbral Bind will connect onto the Mephisto. We have Kerrigan jumping around. Primal Grasp, upheavals as well. Portal allows Nemesis to back away. The hook will not connect onto anyone. And, did Garrosh just throw the Stitches around a little bit? I think he did. Punisher will confirm the mid lane fort, and Garrosh is gonna be able to get out with a sliver of HP. I'm a little worried for the Medivh, but they're fine. 10 talents here on the horizon, so of course you know the drill. You know the drill, chat. We're going to be looking at some other numbers. I do want to point out the Decker will be going into the Sapphire, Ruby, and Emerald at 1, 4, and 7, respectively. Poor indie companies seeking out some of that internet money. Oh, yeah. So stupid. But yeah, unfortunately, if you sub from mobile, they charge you an extra $1, which is just stupid. That's why I think someone was mentioning earlier. I thought I saw someone say something about like subbing on PC because yeah, I've done that. I've done that for other streams. Like I've like booted up my PC just to subscribe to a stream, so that way I'm not paying an extra $1. Yeah, it sounds quite stupid. You know, that's the world we live in. Kerrigan trying to ravage. That's a containment disc onto Garrosh. Is there any sort of play right after? Slam. Garrosh is silenced afterwards. There's going to be a toss on to Killer, who gets the Vault of the Wardens. Stay Well and Listen, Entomb, and Gorge are still up and available. Mid lane, we do see that Bone Prison onto Zool, or onto Leorc, but he just clears that out with a short distance Wraith Walk. 6 stacks for the Alexstrasza right now. A little behind on that one, but she'll slowly but surely finish those out. Oh, there you go. Yeah, Tacitus was saying it. You're still in bed, yeah. I can't blame you. Big Entomb onto 2. Can Alexstrasza do anything? She will go into the Cleansing Flame. A lot of red bars are dropping quite low. Alex, ooh, the Leyline Seal. Containment Disc will miss from the Maiev as well. Kerrigan the first to fall. Durance of Hate gonna go wide right there. There's a Bone Prison onto Not Zap, being chased by Mochi on the Mephisto. So far it's just 1 kill onto Alexstrasza. But I do think Mr. Tycho shall fall here. He's encircled, he's body blocked, he's actually getting an insane amount of healing randomly. Maiev comes in with a Vault of the Wardens and a Spirit of Vengeance. She creates a little bit of chaos. Garrosh looking for the toss. And Mr. Tycho, can they live? Portal from Medivh, more potions to be thrown in. Nah, Mr. Tycho gets shredded right there. Leorc does get a wave in top. That crashes right into the fort front gate. We will see a quick soak into mid. What will the members of Twitch do? Kerrigan for a camp in top. Maiev and Deckard clearing out the bottom. Mephisto grabbing a little bit of soak here in mid. 7 out of 15 for Alexstrasza. She'll be at 8 after this camp right here. That ruby value was insane. The floor juice for Stitches was very on point. Alexstrasza still sticking around. Wants to make sure she gets that globe before going through the portal. Zool just gets a Bone Prison onto this Leoric. Hook from Stitches, looking for someone with that extended range as the 13 is hit, but no range to be found. 34 stacks for the Medivh. Want to point that out. Garrosh is done with his Groundbreaker, or the Warbreaker level 1. Durance of Hate spreading to a few members of the red team. Stay well and listen as well. Alexstrasza stunned out of Cleansing Flame. You see it's on a couple second cooldown. You could hear the announcement. Chrysalis from the Kerrigan. She'll be able to mitigate some of that poison value with that one. Umbral Bind onto the Mephisto, who has no way of getting out. The portal was there, but it doesn't matter. Nacho Libre shall be able to... No! Nacho Libre is going to be burnt. No, Garrosh saves the day. Garrosh saves the day with that toss out. Stitches was just surrounded and body blocked, and then boom, full HP. Yeah, I was actually blown away by that as well. That was really cool. Also, keep in mind that Stitches is going to be Patchwork Creation, so there's that passive as well. But let's talk about this fight right now, because holy crap, Gato! Thank you for the 5 tier 1 gifted subs. We'll talk about that in a second. The Containment Disc will grab Garrosh. Maiev is going to go in once again. Does she activate the Spirit of Vengeance? No, the Cleansing Flame comes through. Thank you again, Gato, for the 5 tier 1 gifted subs. If you got a gifted sub, welcome to the Bahamuts. Thank you very much, Gato, for 19 gifted subs in this channel and the continued fight, the Durance of Hate. Oh my god, the spread of damage. There's a Gorge onto Mephisto. He will use the Shade to try and back away, but I don't think Mochi lives right there. The Alexstrasza in the Dragon Queen form. There's an Entomb as well. Leyline Seal buys a window. Stitches, though, going for the slam. Alexstrasza, Garrosh, Zool, all to fall. Medivh is done with stacks, so he could go in and sacrifice himself if he wants to join into the allies, getting a full bar of mana and health back. But Kerrigan ravages through this camp and objective area. Leorc goes to go soak out for the allies. Going to D&D soon, wanted to drop subs before I left. Oh, I appreciate it, bud. Thank you, ton. Thank you a ton. As I said, I'll resend the alert when we get out of game. Alrighty, the Punisher starts working his way through the top lane, and holy crap, does this fort just get shredded. 88%, 86% left on this Punisher. Mortar Punisher for the top lane. A solid 3-level lead as it currently looks. Indomitable, timed nicely there. Sidewall from the Kerrigan will be taken down, making sure that she is able to jump in onto a target if necessary. Garrosh actually anchoring over here. I like that play quite a bit. A hook from Stitches will connect onto Mochi. We do have a Leoric working his way in with the Wraith Walk. Is there an Entomb available? Yes, Nemesis will go down. If we get another kill here, this might be enough to end game. The death timers are moderate. 30 seconds on Garrosh. Containment Disc will be out onto the Mephisto, as there was a Leyline Seal to delay things out. Cleansing Flame from the Alexstrasza. The top lane fort will fall. There is a Gorge onto Medivh. Can they find a kill onto him immediately? Yes. Do they look for core, though? Kind of feels like Stitches wants it, but the rest of the team is not going to call for it. Okay. Hook over the wall onto Mephisto. Oh, no. Some healing is good, but it's not enough. Zap is going to not be the one thrown in. It's Mr. Tycho, who's fine with body blocking Garrosh. Going to be hit with a containment disc. Stitches might have hook up and available immediately, but the Indomitable persists, I guess. Nemesis going to drop a Groundbreaker onto Zap, who's just trying to keep healing with these potions. Mid lane does have one catapult. The next objective is in mid lane, being an Arcane Punisher. Taking down the keep front gate is big. Now, Zul finishes out the camp. Can he get away? Yes, he's got a fort to be able to retreat to. Decker Kane. The hook is going to hit the sidewall. Top lane Katas. Let's see really quickly what the catapult damage is looking like. We are seeing 456 catapult damage into structures. Spirit of Vengeance out, and it will be triggered as well. The bottom lane wave going to be pressed into this fort, and I do think with the talent tier advantage in Zul and top lane still, this will be the bottom fort to fall. The outer layer of defenses have been peeled back, and the onion is slightly exposed. Granted, of course, there's a giant hole in the top lane of this onion. I don't know why we're on onion analogies today, but there we are. Stitches is also the Pulverize, or the Under Pressure. Pulverize is actually the level 16. Saw a Warlord's Challenge, or I heard a Warlord's Challenge, but I think Leoric might have been already Wraith walking out, so no big deal. Need to make coffee and move to the PC. All right, we will not end the game until you're back. I'm sorry, what does that read? Hello? What the hell is that read? God dang, just sees the Alexstrasza walk into that bush and goes for the blind hook, seemingly. Anyways, big Poison Nova from the Zul. We have Greymane, or Gary Gucci Mane. I keep reading Greymane every time. Will be able to Chrysalis, and the Leyline Seal does go out. Alexstrasza pops the Dragon Queen form. Kerrigan being tossed in. She will go down. Fan of Knives, the pin down. Level 4 is finished. We have a trade onto the Alexstrasza. It's not Zap, falling very low here. Will be taken down by Medivh. Zul, though, to be traded. It's a 2-for-2 between the two of these players. Containment Disc will connect onto somebody. Nemesis will be the one going inside of that for a second. Hook out from the Stitches connects onto this Medivh. Any sort of kill potential onto Nemesis. Nemesis low. Does go down. A slam from Stitches is all you need. Slam from Stitches, all you need. 1W. 1W. As the Leoric gets vision of this Medivh. The portal out, and Medivh becomes a bird. Meanwhile, back in top lane, the lone Medivh has to go back and defend against this, as we have catapults, a fallen shaman. Alexstrasza is back into the mix. Alexstrasza? Okay. $13 stacks for the Alexstrasza on our level 1, unfortunately. Trying to finish that out. And the Fan and Eyes, as I mentioned, the pin down. You have the hit 4 enemy heroes and get all the rewards. Got all them rewards. All right, 39 on the objective. 20 talent tier advantage. Not sure why they're delaying this, to be honest. Kerrigan's getting a camp. Okay, that makes sense. It's not that big of a deal. It's not like if they delay, there's going to be 20 talent tier achieved. There's still 2 whole levels to go. Alex had to make coffee too. Yeah, there you go. Alrighty, Arcane Punisher through the mid lane. This is looking great for Asgard in map number 3. Blind hook over the wall will not connect onto anyone. Impalers have made their way to the keep, start getting some of those spears thrown in. Wraithwalk in from Leoric. He's looking for the damage reduction with that Wraithwalk, Ominous Wraith, and Royal Focus value. Cleansing Flame from the Alexstrasza as the Durance of Hate from Mephisto connects onto a few. Still no 20 talent here to the side of Twitch as Asgard wants to press in. Not Zap getting low here. Stitches with the hungry Stitches kind of creating space for his allies. That is Nemesis being pulled around and entombed. We also will be seeing someone, Medivh, go down. Now, oh my god, Crystals has to be used by the Kerrigan because so much damage over time will be spread from that Zool. Stay a while and listen. Connects onto just about everybody. The Orc will fall to the Zool. Mephisto traded in that. The GG is already called as the Alexstrasza goes down. Nacho Libre and...
Team kill!
We had for Asgard. They are one map away from taking this series here in the Meta Madness Group C Day number 2 matches. One map away from victory. Oh, excuse me. I hear stay on the groomers. They are calling off It's incredibly heavy. If you go down at speed, your leg sticks and your body keeps going. Oof. Alright. Sorry, I was just talking to some friends about skiing stuff. Choose outcome. Who wins? It was Asgard. Asgard did win. Let's pull it on back to Bandit Spider Queen. This could be the final map of the day. Map number 4, we're heading into Tomb of Spider Queen with Twitch on the left, Asgard on the right. This is a best of 5 series here in the Meta Madness Group C Day number 2. Next weekend, it looks like I should be able to do Saturday and Sunday casting. I don't mind waking up super early, so I'll just be doing that. Can I also make predictions from the VOD? Yes, you can. Yes, you absolutely can. What you do is you take a dollar and you bet. And then you put that on the table, and then if you win, you put that dollar back in your wallet. If you lose, you mail that dollar to me. Tomb of the Spider Queen, as a reminder, let's go ahead and talk about some of the banned heroes that have been played. No! Cowards! So, the global bans are Anduin, Blaze, Brightwing, Diablo, Genji, Hanzo, Hogger, Joanna, Sergeant Hammer, and Vala. But there are also bans based on heroes that we've already seen. Abathur, Alexstrasza, Deckard, Malfurion, Medivh, Rhaegar, Stukov. Those are not playable. Anub'arak, Blaze, Diablo, I've already mentioned Garrosh, Joanna, Muradin, Stitches. Those are all banned out. Things like Arthas, well, not Cho, Arthas, ETC, Mal'Ganis, May, and Tyrael, they are up and available. And there's a few assassins as well. I'm not going to go through every single one of them, but we do have quite a few heroes that are banned away. I am curious what the drafts will be looking like between these two teams. Got it. If I lose, I mail $1 with some loose Fritos to you. Stop it! Stop it! I do not want your loose Fritos. I just want your subs. Meatball sub, pizza sub, Italian BMT. Just a solid Italian. Oh, I'm so hungry right now. Sorry. I got up and I ate breakfast at 6 a.m. and I started stream at 7 a.m. We've been going for 5.5 hours straight. So my apologies. I'm getting a little distracted, a little hungry. I also have a cheeseburger. I'm going to make a cheeseburger after stream today. I'm super pumped about that. Tracer to be banned away by the members of Twitch. Okay. Sylvanas, Tracer, Cho, and Lucio. What will we open things up with here on Tomb of the Spider Queen? Is Nazeebo available for this? Nazeebo is not available. No, he's an assassin. Oh, that's a very early Alarak. Hail Dazad? Okay. I'm sorry, where is Nazeebo in this list? Oh, he is available. Oh my god, it's a Junkrat. We have not seen a Junkrat. Meatball sub sounds good. Oh man, dude. Oh, man. I ruined myself with meatball subs, but God, are they good. It's so simple. It's just simple. It's just bread, marinara, cheese, and meat. It's so simply delicious. All right, Kel'Thuzad and Junkrat, Anna and Kael'thas. All right, chat. There is a very, very interesting tech between these two characters. There's a very, very cool, interesting interaction between these two characters. What is it? I will tell you right now. If Kael'thas goes into Pyroblast, okay? Anna can nano boost Kael'thas while the Pyroblast is mid-air. So Kael'thas can cast Pyroblast onto Kel'Thuzad. And it can be halfway to Kel'Thuzad. If Anna nano boosts Kael'thas while the projectile is going, the nano boosted value is added to the Pyroblast while it's traveling. This is a fact. This has been tested, and I have many very skilled players have told me this as well. So this is a really, really cool factor. So the Ana with the Alarak and the Kael'thas is going to be awesome here. Really, really cool tech. Really, really cool tech between the two of them. Ban. Gonna be getting rid of Ariel. Show's already banned away, so we can't make that joke. What does this leave for healers? Karazim, Lili, Lieutenant Morales, Tyrande, Uther, Whitemane, Zarya. Okay, those are the available healers or support. I was wondering if we were actually going to see a Deathwing today. There's main tank Uther. Okay, all right. Nanotech, indeed. It is pod racing. Yeah, that is pod racing. By the way, speaking of emotes, I talked to Straubs last night, and I am basically on the list for the new emotes. We're going to have 2 new emotes. We're going to have a Salute from myself and Bandit, and that way they can be used for raid things, but also the Bandit one's going to be like a little bison bandit. It's going to be adorable, but she's got a big chunky commission. I was like, hey, go ahead, deal with the chunky commission from like someone that you don't know, you know, maybe a new client. And then I was like, I can take a little bit of a backseat, so the new emotes are on the way eventually. Zarya, I'm just reading out the list. I'm just reading the list, homie. I'm just reading what's available for healer and support in the column. But with all that rambling aside, we are getting into map number 4. Could be the final map of the day. It could be the final map of the day. Let's go ahead and swap into the casting screen. I will go ahead and get a prediction written up, and when we load on in, I will start the prediction. Alrighty, we'll let the load-in start. Backseat Baha. That's what they call that's what they called me all the time. Just such a backseat driver. No. My dad did that to me when we were driving like from somewhere, and I was like, Father, I got this. Just. Alrighty, Twitch prediction has begun, of course, as always.
Hey, listen.
The prediction has begun. If you'd like to gamble or vote on who you think is going to win Tomb of the Spider Queen, go ahead and do so. Will it be Asgard taking a 3-1, or will the members of Twitch take us into a map number 5? Let's go ahead and find out, because we are loaded on into map number 4 here. Tomb of the Spider Queen, Boza on the Junkrat, Nacho Libre playing the Karazim, Nemesis on the Kel'Thuzad, Syl on the Uther, and Deathwing to be played by Monchi. To the right-hand side of the map, Asgard, we have got a killer on the Alarak. We've got Brownbeard on the Ana. Mr. Tycho will be playing the Kael'thas. Not Zap on the Arthas, and Gucci Mane on the Mal'Ganis. There's your level 1s. You still have time to get your gambles in. Could be the final game of the day. Could be the last prediction of the day. Be sure to get them predictions in, ladies and gentlemen, as here we go into the mid lane matchup. Chains for Kel'Thuzad, Discord Strike for the Alarak. We've got Globes for Kael'thas, of course. Sleep Dart build to start out for the Alexstrasza. Chains go out immediately, looking for a combo, only getting 1 stack on the Master of the Cold Dark as we have a chase onto Kel'Thuzad. Man, sleep stun after sleep stun, constantly pressuring Nemesis, but not enough to actually pressure for a kill. Mr. Tycho going to try and dive and dodge around some of the damage thrown into the gate, and a few gems on the ground. Uther maybe looking for a point-blank stun just to harass this just to harass this Kael'thas a little bit. Uther also going into the Silver Touch level 1. Deathwing in the bottom lane, going to be going up against the Arthas. I think that is. Yes, it is. Uther comes down, lands a stun. There's going to be a Onslaught, the dive forward, the Incinerate. Molten Flame, not going to be angled the best, so it does not get the kill. Actually, I don't really even think at this point that it would be getting it. You just heard the global line for Kael'thas, as for some reason he really likes to brag about how he landed a gravity lapse. Oh, 6.9k. Nice. Very nice. Regen globes to be grabbed as well. Those are good for the Kael'thas to keep his mana sustained, as well as that little bit of health that has gone down. Karazim is going to be going into the Iron Fist at level 1. Nemesis taking a lot of damage here, trying to back away. The Living Bomb! Concussion Mine? Concussion Mine. Concussion Mine from a Junkrat that moved an Alarak right next to their Kael'thas. Unfortunate. Arthas will be going into the Eternal Hungers at level 1. Eternal Hunger. This is an uncapped quest, by the way. You get the reward at the 10 mark, but then I believe you do continue just to build out the stacking. And we can check that number a little bit later on, as it is 4-3 in favor for the side of Asgard. That was a very unlucky Concussion Mine. That was a very good combo from Nemesis. 7 out of the 30 on the Master of the Cold Dark. Reminder, at the 15 mark you do get that Glacial Spike, which allows Nemesis to try and land some of these single target deletions. There's going to be another chain thrown in. Not going to be able to pull into another target. The Gravity Lapse, the Discord Strike. Concussion Mine actually saves Nemesis. Concussion Mine to save the moment right there. Looking for more chains, able to land them. Does get the Ana. I'm telling you, man, whenever I cast or play against the Kael'thas, their chains are longer. I swear that there's some sort of button that I'm missing to check it when I load in as a Kael'thas. Arthas will also be going into the Frozen Waste, going to be building up that stacking, as he does kind of just stand next to enemies, and this will be easy to do against the Deathwing. Deathwing is going to be in that Destroyer form, as he's got the Onslaught and the Incinerate. That's how he has that little lunge right there is called the Onslaught. Incinerates the AoE circle wing flap. Killer on the Alarak a little low. We do have the Show of Force level 4, so Alarak can have a total of 150 sadism right now. 30% from his baseline from kills, 3% per kill, so 10 kills equal 30%. And if if Alarak is able to land the triple combo, and what's that, 1 second window, 2 second window. If Alarak lands all 3 of his abilities, and he does that 10 times, he will have another 20%. 2% per combo. Discard Strike doesn't get the telekinesis, I think, right there. It's DLC, the same DLC that was the minimap, yeah. Alrighty, Junkrat clears out the bottom lane. And the Kael'thas, or the Mal'Ganis. God, what am I even talking about? Punches here and there, 7 talents here for both sides. We will see the rune tap for the Arthas. And the Red Web Weavers will descend for Asgard. How much can they gain from this? The chains will not connect out into an enemy. Still 2 stacks to go before Kael'thas gets his Glacial Spike. And he actually has it now. That's going to be a nice pickup for Kael'thas. Oh, is Dirty Trickster level 7. Dirty Trickster level 7. That's going to be really, really nice up against the Alarak, the Ana, the Kael'thas. I mean, just, it's going to constantly trigger. And it's also a 12-second cooldown. It's a very low cooldown. Meanwhile, in top lane, we will see the Kael'thas to fall to the Karazim and Kael'thas chase. 8 apiece in the levels, really close, 1-to-1 in kills. First Web Weaver phase, getting some decent value across the map. Mid lane already cleared out. Deathwing going to be swapping forms here. He's back into the Destroyer form. Uther with us. Stun here, but I think it's actually just going to be wave clear. Might have actually missed that. I don't think even the stun was utilized. Bottom lane. Batman's deceased brother. That's funny. It's the brother that was never talked about in the murder at the theater or whatever. Sleep Dart and Uther will fall. Nemesis is going to be able to back out of this. Munchy's gonna drop down onto the enemy team. Does have the Skyfall level 7 with this Deathwing. I don't think the Onslaught, the Cataclysm, can the Cataclysm? That's unfortunate. Alarak is gonna be able to pick up a little bit of his sadism from that kill onto Deathwing. As we take a look at Alarak's sadism, where is it coming from? Where is it going? We have actually reduction by 10% from the level 7, 9% gain from takedowns, 4% gain from the Show of Force. Top lane, Karazim looking to back away as the retreat pings are going to be called out. Here come the big bad blue web weavers for the side of Twitch as the 10 talent tiers are here. Let's go ahead and cycle through the other numbers. Counter-Strike for the Alarak. Nano Boost for the Ana. Kael'thas, I'm hoping Kael'thas goes into Pyroblast because the synergy I talked about in the draft. No, it's going to be Phoenix, Syndragosa for the Arthas, and Mal'Ganis. Does he go into Dark Conversion or Carrion Swarm? Chains from the Kael'thas do not connect. He still goes for the Shadow Fissure, thinking that the combo was landing. Deathwing in the bottom lane, pushing up against the Arthas, and actually Arthas dropping not too low. Counter-Strike from Alarak will not be triggered. Weirdly enough, the Master of the Cold Dark is completed. 7-sided strike onto this Mal'Ganis. Dark Conversion, Nacho Libre will have a lot of their health chunked out. Killer is actually getting a great telekinesis onto Nemesis and friends, but it's not enough to get any sort of kill. Nemesis low, just getting poked at. Bottom lane still has the Web Weaver, and Deathwing doing a great job of shoving things in through this bottom lane to get some siege and some value for the team. No structures have fallen, but a low top right fort on the side of Asgard. Not Zap lands a Howling Blast onto 2 and plays to the far side of this fort with little to no mana. Mr. Tycho actually making the rotation down here. Living Bomb spread to Nacho Libre. Ooh, nice butt. Counter-Strike from Alarak goes between everyone. Ana with some healing darts to the far to the side. Kael'thas Shadow Fissure. Nah, and here comes the Mal'Ganis with the Night Rush. Arthas with a Howling Blast over the far side of the wall. Doesn't connect. The Gravity Lapse does, and that is a Phoenix assisting in the kill. Kael'thas, he's going to be chased in here, but no. He's got some healing from the Uther, trying not to spread the Living Bomb. Gushamai and actually Steel Trap into the bush. Arthas lands a follow-up root. There's a Riptire from Junkrat. Nemesis so very low. Nemesis throws down the Shadow Fissure. He gets the reset, but you can't be casting that from death. And now, with the double kill in hand, we are looking at Asgard for a turn-in. And they start taking down some structures. Looking at the fort front gates, the bottom lane has had the most damage, and now Deathwing wants to back away. He throws down the Ground Breaker, the World Breaker. No, World Breaker's the form. Earth Shatter. Earth Shatter's the name. Yeah, Earth Shatter. Hey, Shy, what's up, bud? Good to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're nice and cozy. Thanks for swinging by the stream. And as I said, I hope you've been well. Level 13 will be achieved by Asgard first. Kael'thas is done with his 20 stacks or his 20 globes, so he's got the activatable for his Arcane Barrier. Can actually step up here maybe for the globe in lane. Nah, I'm not going to be stepping up at all. Shadow Fissure onto this Mal'Ganis. The Deathwing will drop down. Oh my god, Deathwing's health just gets absolutely shredded by the Dark Conversion. But here comes the Divine Storm with the Kael'thas comboing. Shadow Fissure did get the reset. Riptire will be able to take down the Kael'thas. Oh, unfortunate for them, but this is still Bellowing Roar from the Deathwing. Splits the Mal'Ganis, and I think Deathwing's out of here. The objective phase will end, and a mid lane fort is all that went down. Super busy this past week. How's the stream been? It's been all right. It's been all right. We've been having some fun streams. Had some great support this week. It's been a nice, cozy week. My family left yesterday, so I have the house back to myself. And today, after this stream, I'll be starting my day and a half off. Woo! But I still have like a million things to do on my day and a half offs, but either way. Still, it'll be nice to relax a little bit. Make a cheeseburger, watch some movies, take Bandit for some walks. Deathwing gets the Cataclysm out of top lane, and Mal'Ganis will not chase any further. But I appreciate you coming by the stream. I really much do. Chains, that's a nice utilization of the Fell Claws to be able to pull away from that last little bit of damage. 7-sided strike, the pain to be shared. Mal'Ganis with the Night Rush onto Nacho Libre is actually going to be able to connect onto Nemesis. Chains once again, Divine Storm as well. Nemesis so very low, will go down. The Riptire to chase out. Nano Boost onto this Alarak, and he's not going to be too worried as... Well, I guess he would be worried, but he's alive. That's the big thing. Alarak is alive. His sadism is safe. You want a cheeseburger? Yeah, I was thinking, I was like, ooh, what do I want after stream? And I was like, man, a cheeseburger sounds good. I'm like, oh, I still have a frozen patty in the freezer, so why not? Start working on the VODs for this and, you know, eat a cheeseburger and then watch a bunch of movies. Okay, we do have the Ignite. Or no, that's not, sorry, level 16's Ignite. What am I thinking? We will see the Pyromaniac at level 13. Each time Living Bomb deals periodic damage to Kael'Thas' basic ability, cooldowns are reduced by 0.5 seconds. I'm assuming we'll see the Ignite at level 16. And it seems like it'll be a nice little pickup. Especially with the synergy into that level 13 that was grabbed. Yeah, they just don't want to let Kael'Thas play the game. Has had some really good combo moments, but we'll see if that actually works out here. Living Bomb spread to a few. Bellowing Roar from the Deathwing just pushes back the enemy. We do have a 7-sided available for Kharazim. The pain's going to be spread through a lot of players right there. Combo from Kael'Thas, Divine Storm from the Uther Riptire. Not going to be triggered right there. I like the hold from the Junkrat. Not. Oh my god. Zap? How are you alive, Zap? Brown Beard with the insane healing. Mal'Ganis is going to be pulled around here. I don't think he's going to be able to utilize his heroic as it's on a 10-second cooldown. Kael'Thas able to get some value. Living Bomb spread a little bit here and there. Going to pull back our talents really quickly. Oh, goodbye, Kael'Thas. I looked away for 2 seconds, and Kael'Thas is gone. 16 talents here for the members of Twitch, as we have 2 forts down favoring Asgard. Looking at Kharazim in the flank position. He's got 7-sided available now. Zap Brannigan strikes as... Sindragosa confirms the fort in bottom lane. Netflix, they removed the last 3 seasons of New Amsterdam. I don't know what that is, but Netflix has been kind of doggy doo-doo lately. Not gonna lie, Netflix is kind of doggy doo-doo. I looked at, like, there was like a news article, it was like, what's coming to Netflix in April? And I was looking through it, or like maybe it was this month, March, and I was looking through, I was like, none of this looks appealing to me. Like, no shows, no movies, none of it looked like interesting at all, so I don't know. Webweaver phase comes through, but honest to God, it just feels like it's a bit of a, just to push out the lanes, defensive, if you will. Chains, combo, will Mal'Ganis die? Yes. But that's a lot. That was actually, it wasn't that much. It was Divine Storm and 7-sided. There was a Shadow Fisher, but it's on cooldown because of the way that the talent works. Top lane's got a wave. Junkrat wants to save this. No, oh, sorry, I missed. He wants to save his wave. That's what he wants to do. Sorry, I looked at Junkrat and I just read a red color. And I was like, oh, clear the wave before anything happens. Bellowing Roar from the Deathwing. Counter-Strike from Alarak will not connect. Nacho Libre. We see some pings onto the Alarak. He's trying to back away. There's a Concussion Mine. Shadow Fissure into the corner. And that's a snipe onto this Alarak. Teleusers is licensing. It's just stupid, man. They also cancel, like, they just keep canceling, like, really good shows as well, but whatever. Whatever. Kael'Thas stepping up for some chains. Won't be able to connect, but another fort will fall, and parity on the map is found. 3-3 in our structures that have gone down, and I feel like this is going to be one of those tomb games that go real late. I don't think we're going to be seeing this game end anytime soon. Deathwing turning in a chunk. Kharazim might be... No, he's not, actually. Sorry. I need to watch We Have a Ghost on Netflix. A friend from high school worked on that movie. Gotta go support. I did see the preview for that. It looks kind of cool. Late game Wombos. I wumbo. You wumbo. I'm sorry, Junkrat is dead. That's gonna be Nemesis falling as well. Oh my god, did everything just fall apart after that Arthas kill? I thought that was gonna be blind as a bat for the Mal'Ganis, just trying to find a target right there, but he's not gonna be able to. So, yeah, that's really awkward. That was really awkward to lose 2 critical heroes just as the Webweaver phase comes through. If we take a look at who's holding what gems, we're looking at, what, 26 gems for our blue team? We're looking at 15 gems for the red team. How unfortunate. Deathwing takes out a sidewall here. Arthas up in a few seconds. Is there a consideration for boss? Did anyone hate free Harrison Jones? Of course they didn't. Why wouldn't they? Why even would they? Bruiser camp is up. We have the siege camp up, and Karazim has got some vision. We can see 1, 2, 3, 4, quite a few in top. I don't think Kael'thas was seen. Let's swap the visions between them really quickly just so we can see what they're seeing on the minimap and such. Talent tier advantage to the members of Asgard in the red. Twitch can start running away. Junkrat on the camp in the bottom lane. And this is just rushing at the enemy because, hey, they got a camp and we can invade. Uther is below this. We know this, of course. See if Uther steps out. He does have Divine Storm if he wants to try and make a play. That's a Shadow Fissure onto not zap. Conflagration? No, we actually don't have any Conflagration from this Deathwing. There's going to be a little bit of control from the Alarak trying to pull the Junkrat back in. Do want to point out we got Last Laugh for the Alarak. We also will be seeing the upgrade Wrath of Nathzuria. There you go. Just sneeze through it. We'll just pretend like we said it perfectly fine, and we didn't sneeze through it at all. Nano Infusion for the Ana. We will see the upgrade, the 11-sided strike, since it adds 4 more hits to it. We also have the Deathwing upgrade for the Cataclysm, Stood in Fire. Junkrat Cannonball, Shadow Fissure upgrade as well. What's the Shadow Fissure upgrade? I always forget. If a hero is hit with Shadow Fissure, a second one is cast below, a second later, this cast will not duplicate itself. Alright, well, Uther goes down while I'm reading things. A double kill for the Kael'thas into the Mal'Ganis and the Kael'thas. It's 1 for 2. Uther still has Ghost Heals, no redemption. Alarak does go down. Whew, with those kills, are we looking at the potential for map number 5? Okay, Ashley Williams. Who? I don't know who Ashley Williams is, to be honest. Sorry, it whooshed for me. I apologize. So boss into top. It might be game 5. It really might be game 5. Deathwing takes flight for full HP. They're waiting for Uther. They want, I think this is like, they want to push to end. Army of Darkness. Oh. You're right. I haven't seen Army of Darkness. Yeah. I haven't seen Army of Darkness in forever. Evil Dead 1 and 2, which are basically, they're kind of the same movie, really. One's just got a higher budget. There's some differences, but Evil Dead 1 and 2, those are usually a rewatch. Apparently there's a new Evil Dead being made. It's going to come out in April. So I'm excited about that. Evil Dead was like my first horror movie I ever watched, so I absolutely love it. But while we wait, while we got this boss moving into top, how are things going to be addressed? 20 talent tier, Phoenix is going to be thrown out as well. Sindragosa's ready to go. No upgrade on Sindragosa. Chains from Kael'thas out a lot of damage. The Divine Storm, Deathwing drops down, and Zap is still fine. Mal'Ganis is trying to chase that with the blind as a bat, and he can't get there. Oh my god, he gets there! He's like right there! Dark Conversion onto the Deathwing will land as well. Nemesis with 83 HP. This is Alarak able to get away. The boss still, the boss is not going to get much more than some scratching on the shield. Oh my god, I cannot believe. Alrighty, no kills. I do want to point out that this is going to be a very close, yeah, it's going to be what? Nearly 11 gems away from turn-in here. Actually, 11 gems for the turn-in. On the opposing side, quite a few to go. Let's go ahead and pull back those stats really quickly. So there's one... Oh, Junkrat's going to be seen going right there. Zap, I think, was shown in Wave. Junkrat's going to be able to get away. Does he has the Ripper Air. Okay. Tension is rising. A good team fight for either side, and realistically, it's the end of the game. Granted, of course, there's still a keep to go through, but there's no keep front wall. On the opposing side's top lane's open and available to end the game. Woo! What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Stun from the Uther. Another stun as well. We have Killer taking a little bit of damage. Kil'Thuzad not able to land in chains as the Karazim is so split from his team. Pops the 7-sided strike. There's going to be a Earth Shatter as well on the ground. Riptire from the Junkrat. That is a counter-strike triggered, I think, by the Junkrat Riptire. Junkrat kind of killing Uther, and that's also a kill on Karazim. The turn-in is going to be a couple gems shy. No one's able to get that. Alarak, he's looking to chase in. There's the last. Oh, you got to be careful. Oh, you better be careful. Activate to teleport to a chosen location to remove all root, stun, slow damage over time. If Alarak fails to hit an enemy hero 3 times with the basic attack within 4 seconds of using Last Laugh, his health is reduced to 1. Chain onto the Arthas. He will be Shadow Fissured. Where's the second Shadow Fissure? There it is, and he will not go down. Brownbeard is absolutely just trying so hard to keep these allies alive. Zap steps into a lot of damage. Sindragosa will be utilized. Locks down the structure for 20 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. That's a Cataclysm. Stood and Fire upgrade at level 20. Bellowing Roar for the Deathwing. Brownbeard trying to get some good heals in. Counter-Strike from the Alarak will not be triggered, and he actually last laughs back over to the right-hand side. There's the health going down. Riptire, Riptire, Riptire. Gravity Lapse onto Riptire. Nice auto. We'll cancel that out. Top lane's got some catapults that are arriving. What are they dealing? 456. Let's actually look at the back one. 912 into structures, and these catas need to be dealt with. Oh, the hearths. Oh, that was not the best place to hearth. Chains. Okay, I think we're going to a map 5, chat. I think, yeah, this is map 5. This is a map 5. This is going to be a map 5. Ooh, I like that we got a series that's gone the distance. A series that has gone the distance. A Shadow Fissure. Did we get the... Nope. Mal'Ganis was not allowed to play the game, and ladies and gentlemen, we go into a map number 5 today. GG. GG. Kil'Thuzad shows that mastery off at the end, and I gotta say, Nemesis might just be the MVP of this map. Is this the last series you cast today? Indeed it is. This is the 3rd best of 3 of the day. VODs will be going up on YouTube and such. Choose outcome. Which team wins Tomb of Spider Queen? Twitch did. Twitch did win, so we're heading to a map number 5. Alrighty, back to Field of Eternity, our final map of the day. On the left-hand side, we got Twitch. On the right, it is Asgard, and we will be having, as I said, Battlefield of Eternity. I love you, Baha. Unfortunately, I'm also broke. Love food and love food. No, it's okay. That's absolutely. I understand. I understand everything in this world is super duper dumbly expensive. What's up, Oscar the Grouch? How you doing, bud? It's higher than 2, but less than 1,000. Hey, I'll take that. I'll take that. No, I mean, like, everything is super expensive in this world right now. I mean, like, gas bill for me was like $300, and that was for the month of February, and that was me, like, also trying to, like, keep the gas down. Like, I was like, oh, I won't use the fireplace. It's just a gas button thingy. And I won't use, like, I'll keep the heat lower in the day. It didn't make a difference. It was the difference of, like, $40 or something like that. So, yeah, I was just like, you know what? I'll just stay warm instead. Let's get into it. Welcome back into Meta Madness, map number 5 between Twtich and Asgard here in Group C, day number 2. As a reminder, I will be doing casting for Saturday and Sunday, the 18th and the 19th next weekend, so I'll be doing both those days. I'll get up early and I'll be participating in the casting for the Group D day 1 and day 2 on the 18th and 19th of March. As a reminder also, this Friday we've got the Discord watch party, and then Sunday is going to be our cooking stream after we do casting. I thought that'd be a nice kind of combo. I'll do a bunch of casting, and then I'll start the cooking stream, and then we'll make some almond boneless chicken. A Sylvanas and Zul'jin ban. Okay. Sylvanas and Zul'jin ban. What else will we get rid of?
No.
Hey, Proto. That's generous of you, bud. Proto, thank you for the tier 1 gifted sub to Lava. Lava, enjoy your gifted sub. Boo! Boo! Only cowards ban Cho'Gall. Alright, first pick, though, from the members of Twitch. What are they going to lean into for Battlefield? Rainer's up and available if they want to just get a solid hero that burns down the Immortal.
Here we go again.
Chromie is up and available as well. I remember how I said I was going to take Bandit for a walk after stream? It is starting to pour outside. It's a mixture of snow and rain. It is Sierra Cement. Thank you again, Proto. That's super generous of you. Thank you for 17 gifted subs in this channel. Thank you very much. Ho. These players are no fun. I agree. ETC and Tyrael. Okay. Is Tracer banned? No, but I don't know if she's going to make it through this. Hey, I do like the Artanis for a map like this. Artanis will be absolutely fantastic at burning down the Immortal with the amateur opponent level 1. What are we going to get? It's hard for me to predict a lot of things because it's just like, all right, the bans are what they don't want to deal with, and yeah. May for blinds, okay. Speaking of blinds, Cassia is up and available. Tracer as well. Raynor I mentioned. Lunara is actually not too bad at racing down the Immortals as well. We could see it. Good guy Proto. Indeed, Big Sid. Indeed. I'm honestly just gonna... I have no idea what to even consider for this. Maybe a healer? That's fair. What healers are even available right now? Let's take a look at the list. We have, including the Ariel banned just now, Lily Morales, Lucio's banned away, so Lily Morales, Tyrande, Whitemane, Zarya. There are the Lost Vikings. What do you think about that ban? Do you think someone will Lost Vikings? I don't think so. We don't have June here. Why did they ban Tastingo if they're going this much blind? Maybe they just don't want to play against it. That's that. Honest to God, like when we play Storm League on Tuesdays. By the way, on Tuesday we'll be doing our Storm League day as always. There's points where it's like Iron Flare will be banning, and he's like, "We're gonna ban this because we just don't know how to deal with it." There are teams that are just like, "Hey, I don't want to deal with Zul'jin. I suck at dealing with him. He stacks against me. I can't play it good." And I think that's respectable. Saying, "Okay, this is a weak link in our playability, or in let's let's theory craft and say the Artanis player is like, if the Zul'jin goes and stacks in me in lane, I'm just gonna lose the lane and they'll get a bunch of stacks. So that could be the play as well. Also, Zul'jin on this map is pretty good. Zul'jin does do a really good job racing, and his scaling through the game is quite strong. So it might just be one of those things where it's like, hey, we don't want to play it and we don't want to play against it. Tyrande Lunara. I really like the draft of Twitch. I think they have such a good draft here. I really do. You'd like to see Zarya on a team? Yeah, I wouldn't mind the Zarya actually for the side of Asgard. You could really amplify. It'd be really good for the Tyrael Raynor, and because one like Tyrael or ETC, probably Tyrael could go solo lane or something like that into the Artanis. Yeah. I think a Zarya could work definitely here, but it's gonna be the Nazeebo. As a tank player, I hate playing against Garrosh. Yeah, I'm not the best tank in the world, but when we do our Storm League days, I typically play tank for our crew. I don't like playing against Diablo. I'm bad at lining up against... I know that I'm bad at lining up against walls for Diablo shadow charges, but it's just practice. It's one of these things that you gotta practice against a lot. All right, let me go ahead and swap into our casting screen, and let's go ahead and start a final prediction of the day. All right. Which team wins Battlefield of Eternity? Final map of the day, chat. Final map of the day.
Hey, listen.
So all I have to say is go ahead and get your predictions in. Let's get some nice big predictions for these teams because I know the players enjoy it as well. Alrighty. The gamble has begun. Battlefield is being loaded into. Of course, as always, I will show the level 1s while the gamble is active, so that way if it does sway what you're thinking, maybe Artanis doesn't take amateur opponent at level 1. We're going to find out here right now. On the left-hand side, we got Twitch, Buza on the Chromie, VS on the Mei, Machi on that Tyrande. I thought that was Maiev for a second based on the gear. Nacho Libre on that Lunara, and the Artanis, he hasn't taken a level 1, played by Sylve. To the right-hand side of our map, we are going to be looking at Asgard. We have got a Raynor played by Killer. We've got Mr. Tycho on the Nazeebo. Gucci Mane will be on the ETC. Brownbeard on the Lily. And Not Zap on that Tyrael top lane. There you go. Your level 1s are shown. It is amateur opponent. We will see Nature's Natural Perspective. Oh, the Sentinel hit. Be sure to give all your points over to the side of Twitch because they will guaranteed win this map. That's how it works. You get hit by the Sentinel from Tyrande, you lose the game. All right, you still have a solid amount of time to get some gambles in. I appreciate you all hanging out, joining me and chatting, lurking, all that good stuff. And as a reminder, we will be doing both days of Group D next weekend. But of course, that's down the road. Let's talk about this fight right here, right now. That's going to be a Lunar Flare onto the ETC, but not much more than that pressure. I do want to point out there is going to be the Lunar Blaze at level 1 for the Tyrande. Going to be building out that stacking for some extra damage. But the big thing to note is the passive that you do get immediately, which is going to be the 25% or the 30% range increase on that Lunar Flare. Be able to poke out, or excuse me, stun out a little bit further and make these plays. ETC has to power slide through the Mei. There's going to be a zombie wall from Nazeebo setting up the kill. Raynor able to get the peppered damage. Oh, Lily with the blind, an early
Double kill.
favoring the side of Asgard. I like Twitch's comp, but I think it's going to be harder to play. Do you have a broadcast delay for Meta Madness? Yes, I have a very small delay. You missed the bet. How? I talked about it for like a minute and a half. That's like forever in Heroes of the Storm. Yeah, but since we're live, we do have a tiny little delay, but not that big. I think Asgard has the better chance, which is why I bet on Twitch, the Dream. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I think our blue team is kind of the team that has the Dream. They've been slowly bringing it back because no, it was 1-1. It was first map was won by Asgard, second map won by Twitch. It's not like they've been on a rally this entire time. Chromie's starting to work on this camp, but she's a little too low, and she will be able to take down one of the hounds. Lunara's here, and we'll start anchoring and tanking some of that damage. I think the leash did happen, so the shaman will have to be cleared out once again. But Lunara will make quick work of that. It's not going to be that big of a deal. Here comes the Immortal phase. We have 26 seconds on that announcement. May and ETC in the bottom lane. Raynor and the Tyrael to grab the Impaler camp for the top. Tyrael just getting some autos out here and there. And the camp in the bottom lane has arrived. It's a little early on this. It's a touch early. You could have delayed this out slightly just so it's getting into lane like right as the Immortals spawn. Just creates a little bit more chaos on the map and forces the enemy to have to back off and clear out the lane. Nazeebo to go manage that right now. Tyrael and the Artanis in top lane as Lunara doesn't have the Nature's Calling just yet. She's got the Blossom Swell. Wait, isn't Nature's Calling at 4? Chat, does anyone... Wait, isn't Nature's Calling at level 4? Yeah, because Splintered Spear's at 7. So that's a little surprising, no Nature's Calling. You do have the Artanis, but still. Munchie taking a lot of damage from Tyrael in the sustained damage chase, but will not be enough to find a kill. Lunara and Artanis getting some great race potential down. There was like 15 seconds left when you heard the prediction. The delay, by the way, the delay is like 20 seconds. The delay is like 20 seconds. It's very, very short. But still.
Now this is pod racing.
A fight around the Immortal area as ETC tries to steal Globe, I think, for the Tyrael. 32 stacks on Things of the Deep for this Nazeebo as Belith moves into the top lane. Let's take a look at the Immortal stats. 1,092 damage into structures, so that's some nice chunking right there. But I do want to point out, Twtich, the blue team, they are going to be down their 7s for just a moment here. ETC does step out, getting some autos, little face melt to poke back the enemy, having to power slide back over to their gate area. This is going to be a full sort of Blossom with the Choking Column at level 7 for burst ability, so Lunara is going to be the main source of damage for the team. We also will be seeing Moonlight Arrows, Loons Chosen at 7 and 4 respectively, the way we talked about them. Raynor's holding level 7 for a while now. Okay, he goes into Fuel the Rush. Get it? Fuel the Rush? Like Feel the Rush, do you get it? Okay, Lunara Wisp in the bush onto the left-hand side. Actually, not even in there. Gonna be having a time stop on the ETC. Cleanse from the Lily with the good to go. Or the let's go. Oh yeah, mobile's always got a massive delay by comparison, for sure. Absolutely. Mobile delay is a lot more than even just the delay. Yeah, it's like another 10 to 20 seconds almost. Nice zombie wall again from Mr. Tycho. The sustained damage from Raynor will find the kill. It's 0 to 3, and the 10 talent here is being moved closer and closer to favoring the side of Asgard. But of course, Twitch is not far behind. You know the deal, chat. We always do this at this point in the game. Let's take a look at the damage, healing, and experience. I do want to point out Chromie did go into Temporal Loop at level 8, 10, however you want to split it for her. Artanis is going to try and auto through the pain onto Not Zap, but this Impaler camp is not going to be able to. It's not like League of Legends where the minion wave actually starts dealing insane damage to a player in wave. Artanis with the Blade Dash right there. I think he tried to go for a swap as well, try to put Tyrael in front of the gate. ETC just above this engagement as well. Top lane to be cleared out by the rest of Twitch. ETC backs off as Artanis did Hearth out for full mana and HP. Am I out of touch, or is it weird that there's solo lane Tyrael instead of Nazeebo? No, I don't think you're out of touch. It's not. It's also not weird that it's Tyrael, or it's yeah, it's not weird that it's Tyrael instead of Nazeebo. Nazeebo is a form of CC. Nazeebo is the zombie wall. At least 2 of the 3 kills were played off the zombie wall of Nazeebo. So if you have a target that stands still from ETC power slide, zombie wall, I mean, they shuffle around, but they're stuck inside a small area. That means that Raynor can sit there and just drop in the damage. So that's the big thing. The zombie wall is allowing and amplifying the ability for this team to get these kills. And that's the reason you're also seeing solo lane Tyrael. Tyrael also is going to be going Ardent Defender. So this is a solo lane build, or Ardent Restoration. This is also a solo lane build for the Tyrael. That's going to be a swap onto Not Zap. Gets the Eldruin's Might back. Sanctification popped on the ground just to save the moment, as we also have the Jugs out from the Lily. Hyperion from the Rainer as the big old slappy ghost from Mr. Tycho is utilized here. Lot of damage. Mosh pit from the ETC! And that is ETC to fall, but a double kill, maybe a triple? Nah, VS is going to be able to live. And the Immortal phase goes over to the side of Asgard. Am I out of touch? No, no, it's the kids! 1,236 damage into structures. 1, 2, 3, 6. What a mosh from ETC. Nope, there's a dead body on the ground right there. A little dead body. Are we on full zoom? No, we're on freight zoom. I always mix it up on smaller maps like this. Artanis, I think, was looking for a swap. Some blinds out from the Lily. Jugs is up in about 12 seconds. Lunara with a wisp behind all of this. Not Zap getting a little bit low. Sanctification down for the next 27. Jugs are up in 5 here for the Lily. No 13 talents here for ETC. That's a swap onto Rainer. Swap onto Rainer. There's the zombie wall. Zones back the enemy. The good to go. The temporal loop. And Rainer does go down. Tyrael, excuse me. The Immortal will take down the fort through the bottom. Tyrael does get the Eldruin's Might out. ETC with the face melt to push back the enemy. But I think you're still okay with that. I really do think you're okay with that. Yes, the enemy did get a kill. Yes, you did lose your Jimmy. It's not like he lost any sort of gambit stacks. You get a fort through the bottom lane. I think you're still okay with that trade in the end. Anchor for the Mei down in the bottom lane as Nazebo and the rest will be looking for the top lane camp. Ooh, Slush Ball. Level 4 for the Mei. Didn't note this earlier as we do have that disabled structures for 3 seconds, so it's a good way. Whoa, really? 100-second cooldown burn to zone back the enemy? I'm a little judgy on that one, but hey, I'm not the one playing the game. If they feel like it's the right call and they're going to have it back for another fight, then oh no, oh no, oh no, goodbye. Well, that one, that was just a rough being caught in the rotation. Tyrael also has escaped self-sustain. He's a much better soft player. Zebo wave clears mid. Yeah. Like those boomers in Congress, they're so mid. What's up, Iron Flare? How you doing today, bud? Jimmy is tilted. Why? If Jimmy is tilted, it is like my Storm League games because you're mad and you're ahead. Or are you saying they're mad because they got caught out twice by the temporal loop? I mean, I'd still be mad at that, actually. I'd be still mad at that. But you are winning. You are winning. Slush Ball into the top lane. Some more spiders thrown out by Nazebo to try and push back this wave. Toads as well, trying to make sure that those stacks for the Things of the Deep is going to be finished out. Because not only is it range, but you also get 5% per the... well, there's 2 rewards. And you get 5% per, so 10% spell power increase at the 100 mark. Jugs from the Lily will be popped. A pure... oh my god. It's Purifier Beam, right? Yeah, I don't know why my brain was not thinking of the right thing. I was like, Purifier Salvo. I'm like, that's not right either. Rainer looking for the autos. The Immortal race is going to be fairly close between both of these sides. Dear Lord, look how close it is. Some 100 or so difference. Mosh for the ETC. Nazebo with a big slappy ghost as well. There's going to be a Sanctification from Tyrael and a double kill favoring the members of Asgard. That's a nice bolster into the... It's a nice bolster and confidence to the members of this red team as they were getting killed here and there, but now this will be Nazebo breaking off, grabbing HP and mana mostly, and some zoning from Tyrael. Tyrael jumps in. He tries to steal away the camp. Unfortunately, it's not done just yet, so he can't use the Eldruin's Might with the Holy Ground to steal away the camp, but still, 2 globes. Tyrael didn't get the second globe there, but still 25 stacks on Ardent Restoration for the Tyrael. Oh, the swap was close right there. Once again, just checking the Immortal damage. 1,400 and something damage into structures. Rainer stepping up here. Do we have a Hyperion to be cast as well? Now Rainer's a little worried about that temporal loop. I think we should see a... Oh, maybe they're going to hold Hyperion expecting to get to keep. Actually, that does seem like the case. That's a double root. Purifier Beam onto Killer, who's just trying to get out of the range. There's a Temporal Loop as well. Unstoppable. So do we see a Hyperion dropped here? Yeah, Jimmy looks like he wants to step up and drop. Oh, that's way too far back. Hyperion's going to end around here-ish. Hyperion's going to end before it, I think, even gets to keep. It might get a couple Yamato shots onto the keep front gate, but yeah. It's like I've casted this game once or twice. It's like I know the ranges on things. Tronda 10 stacks, 97 for the Nazebo. The Sentinel is going to be seen. And Nazebo just throws out some toads and such. ETC, 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 ETC. This is very far from your team, homie. Yeah, I don't know if you really... He's going to drop the Mosh. Tyrande, Lunar Flare. Any Lunar Flares from Tyrande? Temporal Loop from the Chromie will be played. Stop. Oh my god, nice go. Let's go from the Chromie. Cleanses that out. Big Slappy Ghost, but it has to be canceled. At least I do think it was canceled. Maybe a stun did happen onto him. 16 talents here about to be achieved by the members of Twtich. Asgard looking to still siege in through this bottom lane. We do have 100 stacks for the Nazebo, so he's got that 10% spell power. Another attempt for a dash swap onto Killer, but it doesn't work out. And Jimmy's able to back away. Might see Mr. Tycho reset for some mana. But this map is looking good for Asgard here in the Meta Madness Group C, day number 2. Third best of 5 of the day. Oh, Lily got a hit, GG. Well, it's 16 apiece. Where's my Lunar? There it is. I'm just trying to find some vision on these two teams. Swapping between the two of them really quickly. ETC's got Mosh up at 43, but keep in mind, also the Encore level 13 for ETC for some cooldown reduction when he face melts into enemies, as well as the little boombox that face melts. Chromie poking out, and ETC's just standing, tanking the damage. Lunar Flare from Tyrande. I'm sorry, I was looking at the Lunar on the minimap trying to clear out the wave, but with that Lunar showing in top, that's the green light for Asgard to step in. Ice Wall from the Maid, not connecting onto anyone, just creating a bit of terrain and moving people around. Jimmy just trying to pepper into this Immortal Sanctification from Material will be utilized to just try and finish this out. Icing in from the Maid. Jimmy does take down the Immortal to 50%, and that'll be the halfway mark. Time stop onto 2. Chromie's still trying to put in some damage. It doesn't work out, and now the Immortals have race potential sides. What's the play here? Yeah, they're just going to go purely for race, but you are going to be losing the race up against this Jimmy right now. Between the Jimmy and the Nazebo and all that good stuff. Granted, look at how much health that was still left on Belith. 6k shields or so. ETC power slides in. Can he drop a Mosh? He drops the Mosh. Swap by the Artanis. Jimmy? Ah, that would be the issue. That would be the issue. It looks like there was a DC onto the Rainer, so he was kind of just still running at the enemy. A little surprising on that one, but yeah, it happens. So, Rainer's dead for 36, and the Immortal phase, that's going to be it for now. I don't think we see... Yeah, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate for the side of Asgard to lose their Jimmy in that moment. Immortal getting a little bit of a spin right there, and... Alrighty. Gets minimal value in the top lane. Has the Jimmy come back into the game? Are they gonna pause? I'm not sure. They might be waiting for the death timer, and then they might pause, or they might just be saying, you know what? Unfortunately, this player has had a lot of DC issues today, so there might have been a call from the admins to say if they DC, you have to play. You gotta ping the Jimmy team. Okay, someone does ping Jimmy. Yeah, it might have been a call from the admins because there was a player. Unfortunately, this player was having some connectivity issues earlier, so not 100% sure. And it is, you know... All right, there we go. We got the player back in. So, no big deal. No big deal. He did die to the DC, but nice kind of hold here. Waiting for Tyrion's Eldruin's Might to expire before trying to cap the camp. Sentinel will see this camp being grabbed. As you can see, here's the vision. It's about to go away. Bottom lane does have an immortal and does have a fallen shaman. Immortals are about to spawn. All the camps are off the map currently, and we're just waiting to see what the setup looks like. 20 talent here, a level away for the side of Asgard, a level and a half for the opposing side. Gucci Mane going to be looking to back away. Lunara putting some great sustained damage. Artanis looking for a swap, the Lunar Flare from Tyrande, but that's about it. Top lane Impaler camp, moving on up. Doesn't look like they're going to go for... It's going to be purely race. Okay, purely race as Lunara and Chromie are in the top lane, so the race should be won by the side of Asgard. Taking a look over here. The Artanis does deal a decent amount of damage, but of course, how do things look right here in this engagement in the halfway shield? That's a nice ice wall into two members. Blizzard down from the May underneath that we have a lot of great damage from the Nazebo. Also, the Sanctification out. ETC, does he have a Mosh? He is going to be on... No, he doesn't actually pop it. I thought he popped it right there. Purifier Beam getting so much damage onto the ETC. And he does try and drop the Mosh at the last second. Unfortunately, ETC falls. And you see even a sorry full slideshow. Oh, that is unfortunate for ETC. Oh, wrong chat. Well, we all see it. This is very unfortunate. This is extremely unfortunate. Tyrael's trying to finish this out. Sanctification down for 47 seconds. Blizzard from the May doesn't get the root. Tyrael able to dip, dive, and dodge around. Lili? Can Lili deal 2,971 damage? Tyrael's got 800 HP. Tyrael has no HP. But how much does this do? Not enough. Wow. Top wave needs to be pushed out. Bottom wave as well. But the big priority is making sure they get this Immortal. And they do. 1,991 shielding. That would have been an epic mosh. It would have. But unfortunately, the Immortal goes over to the opposing side, dealing nearly 2,000 damage into structures. Target purified. Let's go. This Artanis player knows what's up. Stuck in a loop for Chromie. We've got the Jug of a Million Cups. Tour-bus for the ETC. Makes a lot of sense the way he's playing it. I mean, it just seems like he's setting up for some good tour buses. Holy Arena. Jimmy going to be going into Raider's role. Nazebo holding. He's going to go Annihilating Spirit, which also does have healing reduction. That's a big one as well. Lunar Flare onto this, onto ETC. Temporal loop, stuck in a loop. He's stunned. Where did he go? ETC's body ricocheted off the cliff right there. I think he was like holding, like the model was holding, what's it called? Like holding the energy. Bunch of retreat pings in front of the keep here. ETC dead for 48. Do they want this? The Slush Ball does allow 3 seconds of siege. Okay, they can step in. Artanis doesn't land the swap. May has to back away. And in this map, Twitch is able to find a win condition setup. Always fun to see Artanis use Purifier Beam in competition instead of AoE Silence. I was a little surprised by Purifier Beam as the take, especially on a map like this, especially into a Jimmy as well. But hey, it's getting some decent value, so why not? I do like the Annihilating Spirit as well for the Nazebo. That's a really good pickup at level 20. Stuck in a Loop was good. We also do have that Shooting Star for the Tyrande. And did get some value earlier, actually. That was the kind of the setup into ETC with the double Lunar Flare onto him. Second one being cast, I believe, from that Shooting Star. 10-7 in kills. Here comes another Immortal phase. I honestly think the winner of this will win the game. Hyperion for the Rainer. Not sure about this one, really. Ice Wall from the May does come out. Moshpit from ETC canceled out. Oh, but he has a full cooldown. That's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. Okay, Lunara moves the Wisp into a into an area where she can actually get some vision for it. Immortals will be raced between the two sides. See how Nazebo placed those zombies so that his teammates weren't body blocked from getting autos in? Do that.
Be warned, allies. I move to new ground.
Big Sid, I think you're right with that too. I think death metal would have been good. It's called death metal, not death mosh, okay? Someone was like, Bahamut, it's annoying when you call it the wrong talent name. It's like, okay, but it is death mosh. ETC, no mosh available for 53. Purifier Beam onto Killer, who's trying to step in. Does have the target Purify, but it doesn't actually get the activation. ETC is going to try and power slide away, and he is able to back off. May does go down. Rain are going to be traded in that moment. Meanwhile, in bottom, let's talk about the 3 catapults really quickly. Those are advancing slowly through the lane, and it looks like ETC will go manage those. No, he's going to tap well. 9-12 into structures. No, ETC will go clear that out. Nazebo and Chromie and Lily about to race here, but no, I think we're going to be seeing another Immortal go over to the side of Twitch. And this one goes into top lane. I always go Death Mosh because I tend to feed.
We stand victorious.
Well, so like there was one time like the one that someone was like, I would say play it again for the Vikings, but it's the level 20 is play again. And someone was like, oh, you're saying play it again? It's just play again. And I'm like, oh man. Nice Torbus from the ETC allows a little bit of setup onto the Artanis, but we do not actually have anything more than some spiders and toads to be thrown. Zombie wall thrown out as well, creating a little bit of just a slowdown here, and also some damage swap from the Artanis onto the Tyrael. He throws the Eldruin's Might out, and he is absolutely fine. This Immortal is not going to be ending. This Immortal is going to be finding Keep Front Gate for sure, maybe some damage onto the Keep, but this is still a lot of really good damage. A lot of really good burnination. It's just going to be Keep Front Gate, and that's it. It's all Alarian wrote. Camp in top lane up in about 6 seconds. Zebo's almost done with his baseline stacking. He could, if only he had taken Vile Infection at 20. No, honestly, Annihilating Spirit's really, really good here too. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are we doing? It is seen, though. It is seen because of Chromie's Time Trap. Chromie's Time Trap. There you go. You can see just, I'm swapping between the differences. Imagine remembering talent names. Oh, man. You can know every talent name in the game, but if you get one wrong, then that's when Twitch chat jumps down your throat. Alright, more catapults for a bottom wave. Taronda does scout this out. May can't steal away the camp. The retreat pings are out. Another Immortal phase. North and south positioning on the map will be announced and in place fairly soon. Until then, it's just going to be clearing out camps, pushing back lanes, stomping on them ants. Stomping on ants. Good sustained damage into the Fallen Shaman. Burns that down quickly. Quick rotation into top will be had because of that quick. Fast clear onto the camp and the wave. But look at this Immortal positioning. Granted, I mean, there's still 14 seconds. I think we... Oh, wait, actually, ETC's in bottom still. He doesn't provide the most race, but hey, his autos are still autos. Allies are going to be... Ooh, they are pinging over here, but their Immortal is over there, if I'm not mistaken. Tyrael going to be looking to rush on in. May is going to be backing off as well. Chromie, maybe with a blind or two. ETC does have the Mosh. He's got the Torbus as well. Keep that in mind. If he misses the Mosh, it's not that big of a deal, because he can Torbus it. And I don't think you just try and race against this. I really don't think you just try and race up against all this, because, yeah, you're going to lose the first half so very quickly. Lunara will go clear out the top lane. Does this mean we see ETC rush right into the enemy? Yeah, power slide. Drops the Mosh, Torbus, connects onto 2! Swap from the Artanis will cancel that out early. Conflicted, thanks for the follow. Glad you're enjoying the content. Temporal Loop, Purifier Beam, and that is the end of the engagement. Lunara is going to be back over here. We do have the race going over to the side of Asgard for now. Lily's going to be able to pop the cup jug of 1,000,000 cups. Sanctification from the Tyrael. A little bit of overlap on some of that, but here comes Nazebo with the Annihilating Spirit. That is healing reduction, and Rainer's going to be able to find a kill. ETC power slides in. Gonna be knocking people around. We do have catapults on the core over here, and that's gonna be scratching the shielding. Tyrael actually gonna back off and start clearing that out. And oh my god, the Immortal will be won by the members of Asgard. This goes into top lane. Asgard will have an Immortal going into top lane. Oh, look at, are they gonna try and just backdoor core? Backdoor core. No. Raynor looking for the last little bit of damage. The temporal loop, and Raynor gets the kill into Artanis. Unstoppable. Hyperion thrown in a direction. Chromie should fall here as well, and I do think Asgard will take this best of 5. I think with that kill, with the triple kill to be had, ETC power slides, he doesn't even drop the mosh pit. The GG is already called. I mean, the Immortal is chonking for 2,428 damage into structures, and Belith is going to be easily able to take down this keep. Nazebo coming in with some toads as well. You can already see the GGs in the chat. Maybe the catapults end here? Just kidding. The Immortal will have a lot of damage. ETC drops the mosh pit. Does he have a Torabus to connect? Nah. Immortal with a few autos will immediately take down the shielding, and yeah, it's alone May and Tyrande to defend. Jimmy's on core. Jimmy's actually tanking core shots, but it's alright. It's not that big of a deal because this will fall, and map number 5 goes over to the side of Asgard. GG. Well played. Alrighty, there's your talents as well. Okay, so